to Star Wars. Lurk.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Hello and welcome to Gamer's Ledge. I am one of your hosts, Mark, and tonight your Dungeon Master. And to the left of me are the good folks that make up the menagerie, starting at the top left. Say hi, Dan.
Howdy, howdy. Are we going over who we're playing and stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am Dan, Frightful Forge, and I am playing Zakusu, the Yonti monk.
Taquito Mask. JR.
I thought you said Matt. I am JR. I play the
I'm
Asmar
Manduck.
Bard.
Hi everyone, I will watching. Hope you're having an epic stream.
And Mitchell.
I play. My name is Mitchell. I play Dryzen, the Changeling Artificer.
My name is Jim. I play Archon Grimblefuzz, the Fallen Paladin.
Frightful Fudge. Sounds great. I am
It's me.
Manduck.
My name is Matt, and I play.
Frightful
Let's see,
Fudge.
it's on the sheet
Welcome,
here somewhere. Quark, and let's see, he's a ranger, and he's a Eric Cochran. Okay, I think I remember some of this.
Out of here.
My name is Sean, and I'll be playing Methelus, the Noble Rogue.
Good. And it is at that moment, this moment, that all of you are gathered in the main hall of the inn, and floating in the area by the entryway, looking rather concerned, is ASOS.
That's not the map we're seeing.
What map are you seeing?
At
Black.
least I'm seeing the alleyway.
Okay,
I see the inn.
let me
Same,
make
I'm-
sure. Hold on. Let
I'll
me
go
make
out
sure.
and come back in.
No. It's probably not you. You
Okay.
probably missed that last one, so I'm going to make sure that all players are on this map. Hold on.
Okay.
How do I do that? It's been a hot minute. Okay, cancel. That's not it. How do I move all players here? I'm just going to move everybody for a second and then move you back. Now, does everybody see the end?
Yes.
I just see a black screen.
Try
I
zooming
see the
out.
people's names, but yeah, no, it's just a black square.
I'm still in the alleyway.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay. Yep, I can see you're in the alleyway, I think.
I should have like a little banner, I think, on the alleyway.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how to move just you. Yay, technology that I haven't used in a few months.
Based on the alignment of characters, yes, I'm in the thing, but for some reason, all I see is black.
What browser are you using?
Firefox.
How do I get you back?
Have you
to
tried
the-
zooming out and zooming in?
So-
Yes, I turned it off and back on
select
again.
all.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
I
have not
see
done a
Zek
forcible refresh,
is
though, so.
there. How do I get Zek to move? Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. I see that. This is crazy. It shows me. Oh, regroup all. There we go. There we go. How about
I
now?
see the inn.
Yay!
How about you, Matt?
Still black. I mean, the characters
your-
are arranged in the right formation. But...
Is your monitor on?
Let me see. Yes, the monitor is in fact on.
Are you
Good
in
question,
fact
good
sitting in
question.
front of
Never
your
seen-
computer?
Is there power?
Oh, are you clicked on someone?
I've clicked on myself, and the little grids and gears and stuff appear around me, but all I can see is the name. Can't
Have
see
you
the
paid your
token.
internet bill this month?
Yeah. Try refreshing.
That's a good question.
Try refreshing, Matt.
All right.
Yeah, I was getting an X-Files vibe too.
Let me know when
Wait,
you
isn't
are.
your character the only one that doesn't have dark vision?
Mhm.
This is true. This is true. I could turn my bow on, see if that helps.
But
All the lights in the inn are off. There's no
I
fire in the
literally see
fireplace.
something named torch right in front of me, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
no, still a black screen. I don't know what's
okay,
going on here.
hold on one second. Let me make sure that you have
Did you
permissions.
blind my character for some reason while I was?
Let me make sure you have permissions to see.
Birds
Well,
don't have
he
very
gave you a
good
super
vision
nice
anyway.
bow, but then he wouldn't let you hit anybody with it.
That's right.
Please, sir, might I be able to see?
Your vision is on. I will turn it off and then back on again. Save settings.
That was the problem.
No, he can see.
Had to reset my eyes. No,
Turning it
still
off
can't.
and back on again.
Could I perchance persuade you to open in Chrome?
I don't have the extension thing, but I can.
That's
I currently don't think I have the extension thing either.
That's
Because
fine.
it didn't occur to me until I was loading this up that my whole computer fried.
yeah, that's
And so I
okay.
had to reinstall everything.
We'll work through that as it goes. But
Yeah.
in this case, I don't think we're going to need it for right now.
Give me a second. My name.
Is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I thought some people were having a difficult time getting it to work in Chrome.
Yes, but for whatever reason, if it's not drawing in for him in Firefox, that's the only other quote unquote supported browser. I'm using it in Opera, but it screams at me all the time that it's not supported.
Yep. It's always telling me that I'm wrong.
Oh,
I
okay.
use it in Chrome, so
I can see in Chrome.
Good deal. Okay, so let me describe what you see. So as I mentioned, ASOS is kind of in the foyer looking in, and each of you is seated where you are, except you also see Leo at the end of the counter. By Itali, in the northwest corner, you see a giant dryad. You see two other people, a paladin and a ranger, and everyone is flickering somewhat, and then you blink, and it is just the six of you with ASOS and the blue spark, and Orwin behind the counter.
is it just me? Our worlds colliding. Did anybody else see that?
Oh
I've
man,
had
I was worried I was the
several
only one.
worlds collide in my time, lad. Incidentally, it's how I got here.
How did they look, Mark? Were they frozen in time?
Um,
Were they injured at all?
no. Oh, except for there was a halfling wizard that was crumpled on the ground for a moment. Now that you mention it, that you kind of glossed over it, but now that you're thinking about it, there was a.
Did it look like Caleb?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And did they look like ASOS?
Did who look like ASOS?
The ghosts? Did they all look the same as the ghost that is ASOS?
No, they looked
Okay.
like flesh and blood people. Everyone from the party, it seemed like, was there for a moment.
Oh wow.
Did they look happy at all?
Well, not Caleb.
Well, Caleb,
Yeah, except
yeah,
Caleb.
did not look happy. The dryad was
Caleb's
kind of
funny.
crunched over in the corner because of her height. And the others looked like they might be in conversation around the bar. Hard to say.
Did you say everyone saw this?
Yes.
Okay.
And ASOS says, "What was that?"
Few faces here bravely that I don't recognize.
They're people that have traveled with us, adventured with us, over the last 6 months.
Have they died?
Well, the halfling that was laying there in a crumpled heap, we know he did. The spark.
And Zek,
Spit
it's
him
about
out.
at that point that you realize that this isn't the last thing you remember. The last thing you remember, you were in an alleyway and there was an approaching war, and you were trying to get out of the alleyway.
So I
I've
was
slept
spit.
a couple of
I
times
was
since then.
I was spit back out from the spark at some point, right? Or do
You
I
were
just
spit back out
remember-
from the spark mid-combat last time, I think. Unless I'm thinking back farther than the last game.
I think that was farther than the last game. You were
The last I recall of the last game, we had turned the necromancer into the emerald.
Enclave.
Yes.
who
Those
gave
people.
us the bow and and then they heard the voice, the stone started talking and gave us the poem. So I was here for that
Okay.
because I do remember that.
But did you have like a stutter, I think is the best way to say that.
Okay,
For just a second, like you thought you were still in the alleyway,
my
But then-
brain flickers.
but then you do remember the rest of that happening afterwards.
Has anyone else had problems with time? And not counting the blue flicker or the blue, is the blue ball here?
Blue Spark, yeah, it's right next to Cork.
I'll point to the blue spark and I'll say, other than when that periodically eats us and spits us back out, does anyone find that they're having issues with missing time?
I raised
Before
my
I got
glass
here-
of wine.
Yeah,
Before I
think we all
got
are.
here, I jumped a few planes of existence, but that's normal for me.
Hmm.
I feel like I might be missing a bit here and there. I'm not entirely sure.
As I look deeply into my glass of wine, I've certainly lost track of hours and hours before.
You keep looking in the bottle of that, lad. You might find them.
Cheers to that.
When we all got back to the inn and we were talking about what to do with the stone at the end of the last session, has time passed between then and now, or is that now? When will then become now?
Who are you asking?
You, Mark.
Hmm.
I'm asking if any time, is it 6 months later? Is it 2 months later, or is it the same night?
As I guess the best way to say that is asking God won't do much for you.
Do I remember slithering up the steps and grabbing this glass that's in my hand right now?
No.
Okay. I'm going to set the glass down. I'm going to turn to ASOS and I'm going to say, what day is it?
It's Wednesday.
Yes, but what date?
Month?
You all disappeared yesterday.
We all disappeared yesterday?
Yes.
Into the spark?
Yes.
And then arrived right now.
Yes.
Okay. So all of us have missing time.
Interesting. I thought that our last two brain cells were finally knocking against each other.
Have we been to the awning portal yet, or have we not done that yet? I don't remember.
I don't remember that at all. So I don't think we have. I think we came back here and were swallowed up and then spit back out.
No, I recall we've been to the yawning portal, and we were warned that there'd be dangers below, and I said I looked forward to it, and was given a not so happy stare.
Were you the only person that went?
No, we were all there, talking to oh my, what's the innkeeper's name?
Durnan.
I've forgotten. But he told us that he's been down there several times, and that It was not for the faint of heart. I said none of us were faint-hearted, and you said you may very well be.
Okay.
So we've never actually gone down into the well, but we've been to the yawning portal.
Sounds like we just got the missing episode. Methelus by himself.
No, you were
Imagine
all
the rest of
Party
us
on his
with him.
own.
At
yeah.
the bottom of a bottle.
I do believe
Oh,
maybe
well.
Matt was missing from that, but I think everybody else was there.
I don't remember. I remember
don't
everything from the
remember that
notes
at
I have
all.
written here. I don't remember the yawning portal at all, so
Yeah.
I don't think I was there.
Okay, so maybe it was both you and Matt were out, but yes. You
So
all
the
did
rest
go
of
to
you remember the yawning portal?
Was this just a wine dream?
No.
Nope. You're still awake.
Does Mitchell the
No,
player
the
remember
previous
this?
memory, not the current memory.
Dryzen, Arkin,
Beg your pardon, sir.
do you guys remember the yawning portal? Itali?
Can't
Not
hear you, Mitchell.
really.
I do remember going and talking, turning the necromancer in.
Right?
I vaguely remember the rewards, but I
Right.
don't remember anything after that.
Yeah.
Well, that was the last. We went to the yawning portal prior
To
to
coming
the
back
Emerald
in.
Enclave. Maybe days prior.
Oh, see, the funny part is the last note I have here, and I'll do that out of character. The last note I have is session ends with Dryzen trying to unattune to the stone and the party getting ready to go to the yawning portal to see if the riddles make sense to the owner. That's my last note.
We did go to the yawning portal.
That would have been after everything else. So, I think you're saying we as in the royal we, because you're noble.
Thanks for finally admitting it.
Remembers going to the yawning portal. But do you remember if he said anything about the riddles?
Oh, my. What did he mention?
So, Methelus, or I
This
should
was
say
yesterday, you don't
Sean,
remember?
Sean, you are remembering things correctly, but out of order, actually. Because that warning was given prior to the entire adventure chain you guys did
Yeah,
previously.
a while ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was quite a
Correct.
while ago. Yeah, you were going to go to the yawning portal again to investigate the riddle, but you had not yet.
Okay. I'm going to delete those notes then. Got it.
Also,
Got it.
Dryzen, you do feel like you're forgetting something, but you can't figure out what it is. You know, when you get one of those feelings in the back of your brain, like you've forgotten something, but you don't know what it is.
Are any of us injured? Are any of
Mm,
you injured? Us? I'm not asking Mark. I'm asking everyone.
I seem to be fine.
Got all my parts still.
Feeling hale and hearty?
Feeling just fine.
All right. Okay, there we go.
you don't have to eat it.
I can talk again. Yay.
Yay.
I don't know
Hey.
why the muted position is the raised
Oh, you just raised it into
pushed
mute.
in. Yeah, I know. That's weird that the pushed in is unmuted. Okay.
New headset.
Who does?
Okay. I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what. Got it.
Yes.
Neo Sapien. Thanks, Iron Man Duck.
And Orwin asks if you guys are hungry.
I could go for a bite.
I could eat.
He
Yeah.
Shuffles back through the pantry into the kitchen and then comes out with a dark, rich, exotic stew with carrots and beef and onions and all kinds of
No
vegetables.
rats.
No
That
rats.
smells quite wonderful.
And it's
I have a
overripe.
question. I think it's Ludos. Is that his name? The giant elephant kin. He never got set back in the spark, right? He's been like the bodyguard,
Orwin?
bouncer.
Orwin? Yeah, he's
Orwin.
Or what? That's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
was just talking
He's
about,
he's
yeah.
right there. He just handed you a
Oh.
bowl of stew.
Okay. I thought
The
you
one
said
mentioned character
Aces.
that hasn't been mentioned was the Arturo's Mecha Knight, but he got ripped up by something different in a bunch of things. So
Okay.
Warforged Cleric was taken back to his own plane.
yeah,
And spanked for being a bad robot. What would you guys like to do?
Excellent, Stu Orwin. Well,
quite good.
seems we've taken care of the Necromancer. The Emerald Enclave is happy to have him in hand. The Nimblewright has been taken care of as well. And it seems that what we have left is our stone and our riddles.
So what then is the next step?
Yeah, to figure out where the riddles lead. I'm fairly certain they lead us back to the yawning portal.
That was the talk, I think, was that we were going to try and see if the proprietor there had any better answers.
ASOS says, you didn't talk about the riddles here. What were they?
Go ahead, Matt.
Oh, you want me to recite them?
Yeah.
Regarding the Mythilus's hidden blades or lost blades, the verse was, "Your name is lesser, your deeds unknown. To find your heirs you must go below. The mountain beckons, do not wait, lest you lose the swords again because you hesitate." The pattern on the end of that one's a little iffy, but you get the point. Regarding the Horde of Dragons, which obviously is what the stone was originally being looked for, the money dragons, not the dragons. He uses his wings to do the. A wing, a scale, and a tusk is what you need. Bring all, and myself will be your creed. For all life is but a play. Where you'll go next is where it stays. Get dressed up in your weekend best. Down, down, down leaves you no rest. And regarding my own personal quest,
Dan contemplates life from his massive library
of the missing fledglings from my village. Fledglings lost you seek. Look far down from the mountain peak, smuggled away under dark of night, whose hoots under were. Try that again. Whose hoots under underworld's plight. So those are the three verses we were given regarding the missing items that we seek.
Did Mitchell die? Oh, he just was incredibly still, looking the exact same way for a really long time. I'm like, did his feed die? Is he okay? Sorry. Okay.
I think his work has taught him to be very, very still so that he doesn't become prey.
I'm so still. You can't see me.
So
There seems to be a lot about going below a mountain.
Indeed. Sounds like if only you knew where you could do that. However, the one for the vault doesn't sound like it's what's under the yawning portal.
What does it sound like?
Can you tell me again?
The whole thing? A wing, a scale, and a tusk is what you need. Bring all and myself will be your creed. For all life is but a play. Where you'll go next is where it stays. Get dressed up in your weekend best. Down, down, down leaves you no rest.
A wing, a scale, and a tusk. I feel as though that is... Oh, have I been lost?
Oh,
We don't have your video, but we can hear you.
yeah, we can hear you, but I don't see your picture. There you go.
I feel as though the scale and the wing do make sense for two of the members at the party. The tusk, maybe for a rather large bodyguard that still guards the
The
inn.
crow dad. No, a wing, a scale, and a puppy dog tail.
Bring all and myself, aka all of you, as well as the stone, for our life is but a play. Is there a stage?
An amphitheater.
Go to the opera once.
Where you'll go next is where it stays. Get dressed up in your weekend best. Down, 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 leaves you no rest. I do feel as though there must be a stage somewhere. A play, our weekend best. A large part of our troupe. And the stone.
I don't know if
Are they
Is it-
speaking of out on the town best or ceremonial best? Could it perhaps be under a cathedral?
Down, 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 leaves you no rest. Could be the crypt.
Crypt? Maybe?
We've had to deal with several things in the massive graveyard that's in this town, city.
But for most of the temples here, the catacombs are away from the city. Or in the central graveyard, which wouldn't make sense for down, down, down.
We know that there's a vast system of tunnels underneath the city, effectively. If there is a theater of some kind, there's nothing to say that there isn't one of them tunnels underneath.
Itali, you're both from here and a performer. Do you know of at least one theater? I'm assuming that there's probably more, but a theater that maybe has been around for a while or maybe converted from something else?
There's probably a few.
Make me a history check with a difficulty 5.
History. Let's see. They even have anything in history? Oops, not Japan.
You've made it every other time you've rolled.
All
I
right,
believe in you.
I'm gonna try.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, bloody
I
well
tried.
done, sir.
I mean, when they ask you what theater to go to, there's so many that come to mind. I mean, are they wanting an amphitheater? Are they wanting, something intimate that, you can actually interact with the people on stage? Are they wanting something that's more like a formal theater? Are they wanting one where there's not too much nobility, or are they wanting ones that only nobility? The choices are practically endless. Do they want one where people use magic to affect the stage? Are they looking for, what are they looking for? There's so many choices.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be more specific because this place is big. So, like, are you wanting like mystery dinner theater, or do you want like the type where people just perform stuff that, like, what do you want?
Do we have any open invitations? It says where you go next is
What
where
about a place that's more upscale since it calls for our weekend best?
My thoughts exactly.
I can't think of any open invitations that we have that would fit the bill.
What's the oldest one in the city, Italy?
Or the most prestigious?
Make me
Let's
me
see.
a difficulty 10 with advantage roll.
With advantage. How do you turn on advantage again?
It's at the top
So
of
on
your
your character
sheet.
sheet, yeah, it should be set to normal right now, and you can click on advantage or disadvantage.
Is it at the
of
top
your
or?
initiative.
Yeah, at the top,
in
near the top of your character
armor
sheet.
class
Oh, there it
initiative
is.
speed.
There we go. History. No.
Sometimes I wonder why I torment myself by telling you what the difficulty is, so that I could just fudge it if you get a 9.
It's like on the tip of my tongue, and I just can't.
It's like,
There's like so many.
yeah. I mean, you can think of 3 easily. Yeah, the problem is you're not from the town, Meathless. You could think of 3 easily. Number 1, now that they've asked you for the names, all of the names are escaping you. Like, you can see the insides, but there's a really nice formal one that's really old that everybody tries to get onto the stage therefore, because sometimes the masked lords will attend, or the open lord will attend, and Sean just disappeared again. I mean, that's how your mind palace is working right now. It's like you are positive that there's that one. There's another one that's more like for lowborn or non-noble folks, but it's more honest for the plays and the acting and the atmosphere. But people do get dressed up, but that's like closer to the north side, where you guys are. Or there's another one that like the Merchant Guild sponsors, that's like super hoity-toity and pretty much only for the nobles, but that's also, get yourself dressed up. Those are the top 3. And you're like drawing a blank on the names of any of them. You're just, you have a snapshot memory of when you were there last and how you felt about the place.
I don't know. Ever since this last time jump, I'm down to just one brain cell, and I just can't think of these names of these places. There's plenty.
So I have a question for you guys, because I don't think the Riddler is referring of being a scale and a test to us. Thinking back over all of the fancy parties we've been to, have we seen any iconographic?
Iconography?
Thank you. In pins or brooches that might point to other families, or that might have a ring, so that we maybe have to get permission to go to these places, or if it is a hoity-toity place, maybe we need those things to fit in. Does anybody remember anything like that?
The only thing I feel that was quite hoity-toity was Volo's party.
Mm-hmm. And there was a
And-
lot going on, but
Other than that, we've not been anywhere quite fancy. Dun, 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 I feel me, we are stuck.
How do I do this? Methless. Make me another history check for real this time. Okay, with a 24, there was that winged snake. Remember they invited you to join? They sent you a flying snake?
Certainly.
No.
Absolutely.
No,
Of course
this is
remember
you and I.
this.
Yeah, of course you do. It was early on in the campaign. It was the symbol for the not bad
Yeah,
Zents, the second faction of Zents. There was the bad Zenterims, which are causing all the problems, but then there was like a splinter faction, and the one guy got. They invited you to join, and I think you.
whatever his name is.
I think you declined.
No, I did not decline. I never went to see them.
Ah. But that could,
Because
and I as the GM am not pushing you in this direction, but your character would probably remember that with the 24 roll thinking back through things. That'd probably be the only iconography of a wing that you would remember off the top of your head.
I mean, there was the bronze dragon in the lagoon.
There was
but
the bronze dragon in the lagoon as well.
that was my thought on going and trying to get information from the riddles.
Does the bronze dragon have tusks?
Oh, I don't think the bronze dragon is the answer. I was just saying the bronze dragon might help with an answer.
Well, yeah.
Dragons and riddles and such.
Just thinking that they're all dragon parts, but then again, I was thinking, then again, I don't think the dragons have tusks.
Mm-mm. This one doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Not Durnan. Not Floon. Oh, Zentarum snake tattoo.
But it was a flying snake, so it had wings.
Was it Devil Star Song?
Davril, yeah.
Davril Star Song?
Yes.
This was a creature or a
Duck shot
tattoo?
dog.
It was a
half-elf
person. It was a person who had
who's-
a tattoo.
I believe he was also a part of what is our purple cravat?
Harper?
Yes, I believe he was a Harper informant as well.
Now you've got me thinking that's the wrong person that I'm thinking of. Stay by.
Dojo
Oh,
Master.
there it is. There's a flying
Party
snake
hack,
that
happy
Mythos.
38th
Oh,
anniversary.
that's at the very end.
No, that is. Oh, right. Yes, that is correct.
I missed that. What was that?
Davril, Davil Star Song. was indeed a Sun Elf
The
agent
Crodat
of the Zent.
subscribed with Prime. They've subscribed for 11 months, currently on 8-month streak.
Crodad with the 8 or 11-month sub for Prime. Thank you.
Thank you, Crodad. Always appreciated, never expected.
So,
Does that name stand out to me at all? In my various espionages?
Just that you know that he is a Zent. He is part of the splintered Zent faction and has been known to be a Harper informant from time to time.
I don't know what the tusk is referring to, but
The Wyrm's Treasure, which is the spell shop nearby, does it have a logo?
The Worm's Treasure? Yes, and it would be like looks kind of like a Chinese dragon.
Okay.
well, I will bring up Devil, and he is to be found from time to time at the Yawning Portal, as well as a couple other places. Known to the Harpers, as well as being in the splinter cell of the Zentarum. And he had a flying serpent tattoo.
I will grant you my experience is somewhat limited, but from my adventuring days, when there were magic spells that required ingredients, they were generally fairly literal.
Zek will look around the room and nod, because we don't have any of those types anymore. Not really.
You say I'm rather attached to my wing. I would rather not sacrifice it.
Agreed. I would not sacrifice any of my appendages either, were I you, or myself.
I've heard one-winged angels are popular in some circles.
If what Asus is saying is true, then these components aren't just random snip them off something components. Right, Asus?
From the few times that we ran across this as we were traveling, usually it did not consume the items, just required them to be present.
In which case, you can still achieve snake form, right?
Sorry, above table. Did Daniel
can.
just evaporate for anybody else?
He put up a phone number and evaporated. Am I supposed to forward all requests and inquiries to that number?
Yeah, I'm in a giant library. Just yell out loud.
He's looking for that book.
Yeah, I'm eating really quick. So I'm here, but I'm eating.
Well, there was a question posed your way.
Yeah, and I was about to answer it when you guys started noting that I disappeared.
I'm sure this is a card in Magic, the talking library.
Mhm.
I just turned into a snake right now. That's why you can't see me.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I can.
That'd be if we drug poor Orwin out. You know, we would have all three elements.
He
I'm
says,
just hazarding a guess at this point. I cannot be certain of anything, but those seem to make sense, and yet most of it does not. For all life is but a play. Where
Shot dog.
where you'll go
Teleri
next
West
is where it
Talking
stays.
Archive of Wonder.
Where does what stay?
Gutshot Dog said Talaria's talking archive of wonder. I agree.
We have a boar's head here in the inn near the entrance. Correct?
So you think we're supposed to go to the basement of the inn?
No. I'm saying we can take one of those tusks.
You see Orwin look a little dejected. He doesn't say anything, but he shuffles off through the pantry, back into the kitchen.
I would much rather take the 400-pound, 7.5-foot fighter, but yeah. Just me. Just
I have no
break
problem.
off a boar's tusk.
I have no problem with us grabbing every person on the street so that the gods above have to voice and keep track of every single one in the troubles to come. But I figured if we carry something in our pocket that fits the bill, I'm helping them out as well.
I don't know. The backup might be nice.
Besides,
Loxodons aren't considered large creatures, right?
they are as large
for
as
moving
medium
things.
permits them to be.
Gutshot
It's like
Dog.
a centaur. It's the same thing.
You see as Dryason's nose just starts growing really, really long and turning really, really gray, and his teeth just start going as he slowly turns into a Loxodon.
Okay?
That would have been much more helpful in some of the previous fights.
Just to throw this out there, a naked Lexodon surrounded
Yes, you
surrounded
shredded
by a
all
bunch
of your
of
clothing.
Yeah.
surrounded by a bunch of broken gear.
I have very elastic underwear,
Wow.
specifically purple.
Yeah. The incredible Loxodon.
Lad, I'm just gonna say this for the benefit of all. It's best sometimes if you keep some secrets to yourself.
ASOS thinks for a moment, and he actually moves back behind the bar. And he starts to clean one of the glasses and dry it. And as he's thinking, you can tell he's still pondering the words. If it is a playhouse, I would imagine it's one with magic. And when he says that, Itali, the name, you finally pluck the name out of your memory. The Flump.
Of course, the Flump.
Gesundheit.
Everybody wants to go there. It's a great place.
Are you sure, lad?
I'm positive. It's like the one place no nobleman would ever go to.
And that was a theater, an inn.
A theater.
The Flump
Okay,
Theater.
I thought so. Okay.
This isn't a fancy theater, right?
It is actually a fancy theater.
Oh,
But I
never
mean,
mind. Noble people would go there.
well, noble people would go there, but they have their own showings, and then they have showings for everybody else. But they're the exact same showings, which is what you like about the place.
Gotcha. So they have like special showing. It's a great place. They have something for everybody.
And
And it's an inn? Oh no, never mind. It's a theater. So,
no,
yeah.
it's an actual theater.
Is it? Gotcha. And it's toward the north?
It
Very
is
close to it?
actually not. Give me 1 second. Give me another history check, please. That's higher than a 3.
All right, we'll
Just
try it again.
Make this. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Finally.
So, and Mark, the GM, is not saying that this is necessarily the place, but here's what you would know about it because you have spent a lot of time there in the past. It is a very old theater that it's a good sized theater. The main amphitheater probably has a 20-foot high ceiling. It's kind of bowed in. It is a theater that uses magic. So it's lit by like decanters that have continual flame spells cast on them. There's magical effects as people perform. Cushioned seats. The stage is about 5 foot high, and each row has about 20 seats or so. And there's probably like 10 rows. So it's about a 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 rows, and then there's box seats as well. Double checking this.
You said each row had about 20 seats?
Yeah, each row has about 20
seats.
seats. And there's
20?
Yeah, 20
Oh,
seats.
did you say 10?
20 seats, 7 rows.
Okay.
Yeah, this place is a place where anybody performs at. It's one of the oldest theaters in Waterdeep.
And you have done one show there once. And it was very well attended, and they are very selective about who they have play there. And so, like, it's one of those, like, pride, but also sort of points because they never asked you back. But you did a good business there. And also, you have gone to see several people there as well. And you would know, would you get a 16?
Yep, 16.
You would know that the theater is run by a selfish middle-aged widow who has no love of theater. She's there for the money. Because her husband loved the theater, but he died. And so now she's basically just keeping it going because it makes a lot of money.
Gotcha. So yeah, this place is run by somebody who doesn't even like theaters, which is kind of interesting, but it makes money.
And that's all you would know about the flump.
Is it the plum, like with a P, or an F as in Frank?
No, it's the flump with it's a
FLUMPH.
That's it.
Sometimes it has an F instead of a PH. It's an old first edition monster that's awesome.
Yep. And this is the PH variant.
Yep. Sweet.
Gotcha. Well, we should definitely check that place out.
And well, I know we've been kind of paying attention to this this treasure that we've been tracking for some time, but it's been lost for a good while. So I do have a bit of a personal interest in possibly looking for the children first.
I mean, the riddle didn't say they were in danger. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
you
but
you aren't wrong.
Straight to hell, sir.
I too think that we should probably look into saving. You said they were children?
Yeah, children from my village, fledglings.
God will inject into your mind for just a moment that there's practically a war happening in the city right now for the Stone of Galore.
So, I think what that thought that just came to your head is saying, we need to get the stone out of the city by going to the mountain. There's a war happening here for the stone. Are there any big holes I can jump in?
Yes. Yes, it's called your library and it's never turning back on again.
Love you, Mark.
Love you too. That was funny.
Actually, it's a new day, correct?
Yes, everyone should sleep as though they...
Did Dryzen unattune to the stone? We were talking about passing it around. Do you guys remember that conversation?
Vaguely.
No.
Are you asking Dryzen?
I'm asking them.
Oh, you're asking?
Yeah, I'm asking Dryzen, but I'm also asking if people remember the conversation we had about the stone and why we're passing it around instead of having one person focus on it.
Dryzen, I
Phil
don't
remembers the conversation. Not sure if Dryzen does.
Yeah, Dryzen has no idea what. Dryzen, you have no idea what he's talking about.
There was a voice that you said was talking to you. And when you asked questions of it, it answered your questions, but you also felt that it was maybe leaning heavily on your will, on your strength of character, on your being, your soul. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't
If
hear
you're
you.
talking, I can't hear you.
Interesting.
There you go.
One would think one would remember something like that.
Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe when you unattuned, I'm assuming you unattuned. Are you still attuned?
Well, if there's supposed to be a voice, if I am attuned, I am not hearing it.
So maybe it took that knowledge with it. Do you remember asking the questions? Is that a no?
He forgot to answer.
No, hey, I don't think your mic's down or something. We can't hear you if you're speaking, Mitchell.
I wasn't because I don't know the answer.
I mean, you don't remember anything about that. You don't even know what they're talking about a stone.
Oh. Yeah, no, I've got no idea what you're talking about.
That's troublesome. Can you check your pockets, all of those pouches, for a stone that looks like, and then insert the description of the stone? Because Daniel would say it looks like a stone carving version of an obelisk, but that's not what.
I'm holding it up
Levi,
to the screen
take a
right
look.
now if it helps.
It looks like that.
So me and my snake start rummaging through my backpack and all my stuff.
No stone.
Yeah, we don't have it.
So
We've lost the Stone of Galore already.
that there's a war going on for,
Oh, there may
and
be
we
a
were the
war.
last ones that had it. Maybe it is the right time to get out of Dodge. Since none of us know what happened the last full day.
Maybe we should explore all of our inventories and just see if anybody of us have it. If he doesn't remember giving it up, we might not remember taking it.
You don't remember the stone at all?
No. I do not. Do I remember the events and information about the stone leading up to before having it? Or is just all knowledge of
Yeah.
it just wiped from my memory?
No, you remember all that stuff leading up to it, but you do
So
not
just
remember.
after it became into my possession.
Yeah.
Well, post attunement. Yeah. Okay.
No, you can't
Yeah.
even remember what it looks like.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think it's a good idea if we all go through our belongings and see if it slipped into someone else's pocket.
Odd question. Since Levi is not technically an extension of me and is his own creature, would he possibly know what I did with it?
Yes, he does.
Levi, do you happen to remember where I put a stone?
He shakes his head yes.
Can you show me where I put it?
He crawls up Cork's leg.
Look, I think you have the rock.
Oh dear. Snake. My leg. There's a snake in my boot.
Got an interesting way of finding lost items there, lad.
All right, well, let him go to where he's going to go, or did he stop?
He went into the pocket in your tunic.
Okay. Reach into the pocket he slithered into, and
He bites you. I'm kidding. You feel a smooth stone with 3 bumps on it.
yep, it's there.
All right. So then Levi floats back over to me and then wraps himself around my arm.
Oh, and I'm supposed to be the thief.
I have no idea how it got there.
Nor do I.
There was
Apparently
some-
Levi did.
That's what most thieves say. I'll give him a wink.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast.
I've never mentioned those words before in my life.
I still have that right. Do I not have? Yeah, I have Speak with Animals. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Speak with Animals, and ask Levi how the stone came to be in my pocket.
The homunculus, an animal?
I'll allow it.
He's in the form of, so let's go.
Fair enough. I forget if I can
Of a
like.
human.
If you're talking, Mitchell, we don't hear you again.
Just to
challenge.
myself.
Party hat happy affiliate anniversary.
Thank you, Nacho Winch. I appreciate that. And thank you, Gutshot Dog, as well.
Need to figure out how to turn up the mic sensitivity on this thing.
No, I think you're coming through okay. I think we just think that you're talking when you're not talking.
No, he really is. I can see his mouth moving, but nobody hears him but himself. He says, Tryson asked me to.
Tryson asked
that
you
was
to, so
very
you placed
quiet.
it in my pocket.
Yes. That's how I knew where it was.
So apparently you asked him to place it in my pocket, and he put it there.
Well, good job, Levi.
Well, that's awkward.
Thanks.
Well, thank you very much, Levi. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
And also with you.
I saw your mouth move, but I did not hear any words.
And also with you.
I think it was just so
also
quiet
with
that the mic
you.
didn't pick it up.
No.
Hey,
Now
Mark,
it's
if you're talking, we
lost
can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I leaned over to your microphone to. Did you hear it the last time?
No.
Oh, he said, and also with you.
Ah.
I'm not going to do the voice if the mic won't pick it up.
Fair.
All right. Well, we do have the stone. We've got a wing and a tusk and a scale. A couple of different scales, apparently.
Could probably use a few prayers too.
Yes.
They grow
yes,
down.
yes.
And also with
So,
you.
I guess to that point, do we need to hide it more than on my person, or do we?
Do we want to use it to try to get more information?
That is also a thing we could do. Although apparently the last time we did that, we lost a day and the person who used it had no memory of the stone's even existence.
Well, that is a problem, but I think we need to find out if that's something that was because of it being Dryzen, or if that happens every time, and that's part of the cost of the information.
Fair. I don't remember Meathless forgetting everything about it.
Is that right?
I never attuned to it.
Fair enough then. Oh, it's no. I can't remember anything.
Asos grins and turns his head towards Meathless and says, "You could always give it a try."
Well, what's the worst that could happen? I could
Shot
just
dog.
forget
No.
everything I know. Become a useless lump.
Wow, that's harsh. I don't think Dryzen's a useless lump.
See, I did not call Dryzen a useless lump. I may have thought it, but you're the one who brought it up.
Okay. Yeah, you can attune to it if you want. It'll take you like, what did we say? 10 minutes to attune, an hour to unattune?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I think the pre-made rules are dumb. So yeah, take 10 minutes.
No, certainly. Let's just take 10 minutes.
So am I or Meathless? Who's
Oh, well, you can attune to it too if you want, but
If it's in your pocket,
it's in my pocket.
you know,
Okay,
it's-
but before we do this, okay, I'm going to forget. So who's taking this next?
well, as per last time, we've all forgotten who had it.
I'm good without getting amnesia again, thanks.
Well, shall we
Oh,
assign
where's
Levi
your
the task
sense
of
of
putting it in
adventure,
somebody's
lad?
pocket?
Levi, eyes on the stone, all times.
Hootie, same with you.
all I want to do is be with you.
All right, so 10 minutes.
All right. You concentrate
Okay.
for 10 minutes then, Quark. And you eventually hear a voice. It says, another one.
Yes. Hello again. I guess we've somewhat directly spoken before through our other party member. Whom do I have the pleasure of addressing?
You can call me the Stone of Galore.
All right, Mr. Stone. I believe we have a few more questions for you, if you do not mind. Somebody have a question we would like to ask the Stone of Galore?
Well, I mean, we can ask for more information specifically for the fledglings and their status, or we can ask if the flump is the entrance we're looking for the Horde of Dragons. I don't know if anyone else had any additional questions they wanted to ask. I'm pretty sure we did, and that these questions were the first 3 questions regarding you and Meathless and the Horde of Dragons.
Give me 1 second because I need to refresh myself on. There we go. Do you know how to make rolls to the DM?
I think it's slash. Let me check. Slash W. GM. Oh, I think it's slash GM roll. And then D20 plus 6.
That work?
Yes, it did. So I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Also, for everybody, it's been a while, but remember that you have cards that have been card advantage that have been dealt out to you
Yes. That is
for
also
your
true.
rolls, because I don't think we mentioned that.
Yes.
And that viewers can do things in Twitch chat, like add card advantage for us, or make things bad happen, or rerolls, or
They
even rerolls against us.
could if I had turned those on.
Oh, under normal circumstances,
Yes.
next session, maybe.
Yes.
So do I just do a D20 with the modifier then?
So
You
it's
do the slash GM
No, that's
roll.
tap.
Yeah, with D20 plus the
dog.
modifier.
Safe in meeting.
Yes, please.
The Crow Dad. Give Dan permanent advantage.
Hmm.
Give Dan permanent advantage.
because Dan needs it.
You hear in your mind's eye, Quark, the
Frightful
rock
fudge.
sighs.
Frightful fudge. Lol.
I can't believe your will has surpassed my own.
Oh. Well, you know, we all have those kinds of days.
Gut shot dog. You spelled disadvantage wrong.
What? Get shot, Doug, said Crodad. Spelled disadvantage wrong. Nice. I agree. Give Dan permanent disadvantage.
Dan has permanent disadvantage.
What do you want to know?
Gut shot dog. Lol. Gut shot
But,
dog. More.
The last time we spoke, you gave us a hint as to the location of the fledglings that I was searching for. I was wondering if they're in any immediate danger, or if they're relatively safe, alive. Even, I suppose, would be good to know.
Alive, yes. Safe-ish.
Alive, yes.
In immediate
safe-ish. Nobody else
danger.
can hear. Right there. Oh, sorry.
In immediate danger. Not so much. It's something that should be taken care of eventually.
Okay, so they're not in the most immediate danger, but we shouldn't tarry too long either.
Besides, I know that you want to help me get to the vault.
Interesting.
And when he says that, you can feel a little bit of a push against your will. Like, maybe he's trying to charm you, but it doesn't work. You are your own person.
I know what the claim. Oh, nobody remembered what Dryzen claimed, did he? Did they? in case anybody actually remembers this later, this stone really wants to get to the treasure, and I don't know if it's for good reason or not. Not that any of us will remember this, but
Well, hold on. Mark, we remember the stuff about the stone.
Yeah, just Ryzen
yeah.
doesn't.
Oh, it's just Dryzen that does.
Which is why it's important that you're saying all of this stuff aloud.
Correct.
Right. So yes, the presence that Dryzen mentioned and pressure is definitely a thing. And I have a feeling the longer I am in communication with this entity, the more and harder it is going to push.
You hear him sigh in your mind again. I'm not going to push anymore. I've tried twice now. You all right? You're stronger than me. Jesus.
Wow, he knows our world's religions. Regarding the blades, Mythilus, did you have any further questions on that passage?
He does say, I've already told you about that.
The stone seems to think he's given us all the information we need.
Well, what is another name for the place underneath the yawning portal? What is it called? I heard it was
Basement?
under mountain or something, wasn't it? It's not just the hole at the inn.
Itali can confirm.
Oh, I thought it was just the basement.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Gutshot dog. My other hole.
Has it a name? What is...
According
What
to
does the-
Gutshot Dog, it's called the other hole.
Oh dear.
That is a terrible, terrible, terrible name. I'm not going in the other hole this
Gutshot
evening.
dog. Yeah?
Undermountain Itali is correct.
This one's missing his sense of adventure. That much is obvious.
Yeah. Under Mountain Pass. Right?
Under mountain.
Gutshot dog.
The swords, my swords I must go below the mountain. So, a wing and a scale, a tusk is what you need. Joseph, you weak and best. Down, down, down leaves you no rest. Look far down from the mountain peaks, smuggled away into the dark of night, where hoots hoot under the underworld's plight. I feel as though all of these things point to just the same location.
But Aso said that the horde of dragons seemed like it was in a different location.
Okay, Mr. Stone, are all three of the items we seek, or all three of the things we seek, the swords, the fledglings, and the horde of dragons, are they all accessed from the same area? Are they all in essentially the same place? In various parts of?
You feel emotional turmoil before you hear anything in your mind's eye. Yes, with an asterisk.
Yes, with an asterisk.
Kokshiken Media. Lurk.
I'll be back.
Is the place that
Wait.
Go.
If I'm remembering correctly, we only got 3 questions. He hasn't
Three questions.
He hasn't shut down yet, so I don't think he counted your second question about the swords as an actual question. So, be careful with this next one because I think it's the last one we get today. Do we want to find out if the flump is the entrance for the Horde of Dragons? Because what I think he's saying, based on what you said to us about what he said to you, was that the asterisk is that all of them lead to the giant sprawling things that we've all heard of underneath this city. But we may be looking at different entrances to those areas. I don't want to speak for the stone, but
that would agree with what I felt and heard from it.
okay. So if we are planning on getting the Horde of Dragons first, or getting to the Horde of Dragons for the stone or for ourselves or whatever, it may behoove us to find out if we are correct in our thought on the flump.
Is that the question I should ask?
What do you guys think?
I think confirming our suspicions about the flump is a good option.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Right. Well, there's only 2 votes for no possible, so you'd lose anyway. Mr. Stone, is the entrance to the location of the Horde of Dragons located within the flumph?
Say my name. Not Mr. Stone.
Stone of Galore.
There we go. What was your question?
Is the location to the entrance to where the Horde of Dragons would be found located within the flumph?
You just want me to spell it out for you? You just want me to answer yes or no? No drama, no suspense, no intrigue. You just want just a yes or no answer.
I mean, you can make it as fancy as you want.
Capital Y, lowercase e, lowercase s, period.
Okay, the Stone is very displeased with this manner of question or response, but yes, the entrance to the location of the Horde of Dragons is located within the flumph.
Maybe he wants us to ask the questions less specifically, and more drastically. Is there a volcano anywhere near here we can hold it over just for the added drama?
You know, if he wants to trek all the way up to a volcano just to make a point, I'm in.
The Stone agrees to your terms if you're willing to that time commitment.
But
I will go.
Watch
to
out
the
for the
ends of
Xanathar.
Faerun.
Do
I will
it.
go to the ends of Faerun
Watch out
to
for
destroy the
Xanathar.
god's plot.
Watch out for.
Okay, so we've asked our 3 questions. Does the Stone gonna like do anything, or is it just turn off?
What am I, a kitchen appliance? No, I'm not going to turn off. I'm just going to. You just can't cast that spell again today.
Did you tell us that part?
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Did you tell us that part?
I repeat what it says, yes.
Okay. Does that implies he has other spells?
Nope, never said that. Never said that.
I don't remember that.
Nope, never said that.
The Stone is saying no, he has never said that.
Some pretty enthusiastic denial you got going on there, sir.
Can he hear us? Yeah, he can hear us because he just replied to me, right?
I'm pretty sure I outlined the rock's abilities before to the group. Before I lost my memory.
You may have outlined what he let you know.
Well, yes, I'm pretty sure there's one spell that he doesn't want us to use because he probably doesn't like it.
It's like the genie, right? The genie has rules. It doesn't mean the genie can't do it. The genie just doesn't like to.
The notes only have notes on one spell.
I mean, the secondary spell isn't, if I'm remembering correctly, isn't anything to, like, get all excited about, but I'll shut up now since I don't remember anything.
No, Mitchell the player can say what it was, because I thought you did.
Can say what you like, lad.
Okay, I remember it having, like, a conjure oil spell or something like that.
It was grease.
I don't remember. Grease, yeah, like conjure grease, or like, so like just you get like a gallon of grease. So you can make it splooge grease.
Maybe we need that to get through the door. 'Cause we'll have to, it's really tight fit, so we're gonna need to grease up to get through the entryway.
Good lord.
Well,
Hey, now
seems
that
we
I've
have our
helped you,
information.
now that I've
Shock
helped you,
dog.
you know, I
They can
answered
only
your
ask
questions and
stone
stuff.
questions in a
Why
very
don't you,
girlish choir voice being spoken by a dwarven child.
Why don't you take me to that library you got upstairs here? Let's read some books.
Uh-oh.
Gut shock dog.
Stone
Dwarven.
wants to read books. I suppose.
Stone's
I
getting
think
awfully
we were.
bossy, isn't it?
Well, I mean, wouldn't you rather go to the Horde? As I think that's our next destination. You
Oh,
seem
well,
to be,
yeah. But you guys keep standing around here talking forever, so I wasn't sure if you were just gonna keep me in your pocket or what.
You should offer it your memories instead.
You keep that up, lad.
Ooh.
We could take you outside and bury you
Ooh.
somewhere.
I like the way that other one thinks. Maybe it was a mistake to have him give me away.
Yeah. You already took mine.
And they were delicious.
You can't hear. The rest of them can't hear him, can they? Or can they hear?
No, that was my bad.
No,
being sassy.
they can't.
Oh,
They can't
yeah,
hear.
sorry.
They can't hear it. Just you.
The stone does have some particular interest in you there, Dryzen. I think you may have dodged a bullet. Or an arrow. I wouldn't know what a bullet is. So I'm going to
Could
secure.
still be mid-flight.
I'm going to make sure my gloves are on before touching the stone, and I'm going to secure it in whatever most secure pouch I have. Because I have a feeling this thing will try to run if I let it.
I'll tell you what. Have it produce grease, and I'll put it somewhere. It won't be coming back.
Put it inside a bag of holding and then drop it into a portable hole. It'll be fine.
All right, well, day's fresh.
Gut
We're
shot
good to
dog.
go.
The hole.
Doesn't seem like anyone's fighting outside our door directly now. How far to this I have had difficulty with that word. How far to this theater?
That is a great question. Let me find out. Because it's the one thing I didn't have open. Was my map. It's a map. It's a map. It's a map.
It's a map.
Do we want to get dressed up first? Because the riddle says dress in your weekend best.
I mean, is that literal?
I feel as though that's simply for the theater itself, as a clue to it being a theater, not that we must needs be dressed up to search for the entrance to the.
Hey, Atali. You said there were nights where the showings were just for the rich and fancy folk, correct?
Yes, they have many plays, and some nights it's just plays that's just made for rich people, fancy people.
So my guess is it would be easier for us to show up dressed nice if it were a less expensive showing than us dressing for a less expensive showing when it's actually a nicer night.
ASO says, it's Wednesday. There's no showings today.
So we dress in black and break in.
Well, we may want to attempt to gain legitimate entrance. We are, fairly well known and have the ability to compensate the owner for her time.
Yeah, we could break the window and compensate them after we get the dragon horde.
Not entirely sure that's going to go well, lad.
Don't know till you try.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
It's fine. We can go. We can see what it's like. I mean, if there was a show, we'd have a harder time finding the entrance anyway, correct?
Sounds correct to
Maybe.
me.
So are we going, or are we gonna wait till there's a show?
Well, we were waiting to find how far away it is. Like, if we get
It's
hot-footed over there, or if we
so
gotta get a
yeah,
car.
it's so it's just south of the market, which you would all realize by now where that's at. It's not terribly far from where you're at to the market, but then it's probably like a block and a half south of there, and it's between the Warriors Way and the Street of the Sword. It's actually close to another large inn called the Great Drunkard, which is not direct competition for you guys, but it lies between you and the Yawning Portal in a roundabout way.
Okay. So, shall we head over there, find the owner, attempt to gain access? If that proves difficult, we'll look at alternatives.
I like that idea.
And to be clear, it's on the entrance is on the Warriors Way side street of the two that I gave you.
Hey, Tolly, when you were there,
Yes.
the couple times you said you've been there, does the proprietor live there? Is it that kind of theater?
No, she hates theater. She wouldn't live there.
Okay. So it may be more difficult unless we can find the caretaker.
Yeah.
Plan of action.
Let's go.
Okay. And that's a good spot to take our 20-minute break. And we will come back in 20 minutes and finish up for the night.
It's the way of Rivia, along came this song. From when the white wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of elves at his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my loot and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns minced out tender meat, and so cried the witcher, he can be bleed. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty. At the edge of the world, fight the mighty horde that bashes and breaks you and brings you to mourn. He thrust every elf far back on the shelf.
You see that, right, Bryce? You see what I put up with. But it don't make a fuck. The dude was running away from me and I was nailing him in the back. You can't tell me you didn't see about 30 fucking hit.
Friend of humanity, so give him the rest. That's my epic tale. Our champion prevailed, defeated the villain. Now pour in some ale. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher,
Nariglo
our friend of
123.
humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, our friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty.
Oh, hi, Nautico. Welcome in. How are you doing, friend? Hope you're doing well. Let's get some shout-outs for the various folks that are playing today, like A Fright Forge, who probably still doesn't have any clips yet, which we gotta fix.
I do not. I have no clips. I am clipless.
And then we'll shout out Mitchell at Legendary
Nariglo
Gamers Ledge.
123. Can I have a group hydrate?
Can you have a group hydrate? Once everybody's back, yes. Is it Legendary _ Gamers Ledge? Or is it just Legendary Gamers Ledge altogether? I can't remember.
Legendary nerds, sir.
Yes. Oh, everybody's back. We have a group hydrate. I will see your hydrate with a can of Barks.
Do the math.
Gutshot dog. In playing through the game close to the sun, my entire first part has no audio BC. I screwed up and left the audio monitor muted.
Gutshot dog. I've never done that. Not once ever. In almost 10 years of streaming on Twitch and 14 on YouTube, never once done that. Also a lie.
Gutshot dog. Well, good for you.
Yeah, it's not true, dude. Of course I've done that.
Gutshot dog.
I totally have also. Matt is at Neosapien on the Twitches. And then we have, of course, Shank the Noob, who's not in the chat, sadly.
Am I not in the chat?
It didn't come up like you were.
Bro, I'm telling you, this game fucks
What?
me. You see that, right, Bryza? You see what I put up with.
I blame this.
You're
on
very upset
Brawling
in that.
Ken and everybody else that wasn't in the
Nariglo
chat the other day.
123.
You're right.
Did you ever get Briar Beats to work?
I do owe you a dryer beat, Nautico.
dog.
You are right, and I did get it to work. So hold on. I will do a quick dryer beat, and we'll do that one and get it up here. Hold on.
Nariglo 123. Yes.
I never played a game called Error.
Yeah, it looks like
How
it's some
dare
kind
you
of
accuse me of such things?
I'm not sure if
Rude.
it's oh, and there you go, careening down the side of the mountain again.
I regret nothing.
Yeah,
I regret nothing.
yeah, that's what you say.
Nothing.
Good timing. You did it at exactly the right time.
100%, bro.
I
can't stop. That was some of my
sailing
best
by
work
on that
right there.
freaking motorcycle.
Oh my god!
Shot dog. This is
That
wild
was
and-
indeed Wildlands, sir. Oh god! I have several clips of me being epic in
Shot
that
dog.
game,
Oh, no.
so.
My oh my, now what's that sound? Better go check it out. So I opened the door to my laundry room. I'm surprised by what I found. My diary like la 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 la. My diary like la 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 la.
Man, y'all can suck my listen. Dry eyes, the tale of my life, and in the chamber and fight fire with gasoline. Strive higher than my predecessors, they to hit the peak and don't give any effort. Jump and snatch your seat. Who deserve it but me? Who deserve it but me? What a burden to be. Stuck in the cycle of trial and error. Who deserve it but me? Who deserve it but me? What a burden to be. Stuck in
Yeah,
the cycle
I'm really
of trial and error.
sad because there was a specific guy who would remix all of these TikToks to make them sound really good when they do the chains like that, like the React chains, and he did a great job of arranging them. And then he like blew up really big, and then switched what he was making and hasn't gone back to it. It makes me really sad. So anyways, yes, it's almost done. Hold on.
I shit my pants. I don't know if the right decision is to sit or stand. Think I'll give it a shot. Here we go, right now. Oh, I'm gonna lay back down. No way.
Slept last night with 2 socks on. I'm feeling all these other faces, but I'm putting on one. Cause I'm a host steady, got my fit ready. I'm a doing me, got no time to be petty. Man, I'm a feeling all this energy.
Coming my way.
I think I got a little something.
Something to say.
Call me a menace to society. I'm doing me defiantly without the notoriety. Cause everybody knows I do it like this. Everybody knows I do it like this. Everybody knows I dress like this, get down like this, do work like this, eat good like this. Yeah, I do it like this. And everybody knows it.
There you go, Nautico. There is your dryer beat. Thank you for redeeming it. All right. You guys head off towards the theater.
Nariglo 123. Yes.
Is there anything that you care to do beforehand? Anything special you want to take? What's the plan? Just heading out right now? Totally fine if that's the answer.
I feel as though we should take that tusk with us just as a precaution.
Sounds good.
Owen, are you free?
Orwin nods. Can be.
We'd like to bring Orwin along.
He says, if it counts for anything, I'm sorry for what I did.
It's okay. Even the best of us have bad days.
And is that why you don't take me on adventures
dog.
anymore with you?
Maybe it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Sean.
No, not at all. I feel the true value of our menagerie is Troll Skull Manor, and your ability to guard that is worth far more than any adventure.
Okay. I got no problem with holding down the fort. Whatever you guys want me to do.
Well, let us sally forth to the flump.
Oh,
Sally
we'll go
forth
then.
to the flump.
Ridiculous as the place sounds.
Are you taking Orwin or no?
Yes.
Okay. Dryson, you're in charge of Orwin. See, God doesn't have to keep extra track.
Okay.
He'll just make you guys do
Mhm.
it. Okay. Yeah, you head down. It's still early morning, actually, which I don't think anybody took thought to really take stock of once you got back, which I definitely understand. You guess by now it's probably about 9. Although this is the time of year where it gets bright earlier and dark earlier. So it's probably somewhere between 7 and 9. You're not exactly sure. It's enough
So-
that it's fully light outside.
That would imply that those of us that have resources that come back after a long rest do not have those resources.
No, you all have a full rest, a long rest.
Okay.
So anything you were lacking is now there again.
Okay.
So from there, you guys navigate the street. Takes you about, if you're walking, are you walking or are you riding there, hailing a carriage?
We may as well walk. Wouldn't do to come upon the mistress of the theater too early while she still is abed.
You get to the flump. It is fairly impressive. You actually see a picture of a flump on the marquee next to the name of it, and they have currently. Oh, why are you guys being a pain in my butt? Not you guys. Really? Stand by one. Oh, here we go.
What story are we going to tell the proprietress to allow us to search the possible caverns below her theater?
So the name of the Pink Flump Theater is displayed on a sign mounted to the building's facade. Posters on the outside walls advertise the latest shows, Meet the Goodberries and Kiss of the Lamia. The former's looks like a comedy of a large halfling family engaged in criminal activity. And the latter is a tragic play about an evil prince banished to a desert, charmed by a lamia, and sent back with powerful magic items to conquer his homeland in her name. But there does not seem to be any kind of commotion at this hour, for it does seem that the theater is fully closed. Tell the foe to welcome in. Thank you for checking it. Go ahead.
Is there anything there, like, for more information, contact, or any sort of sign that indicates if there's a box office or something of that nature would be open?
You do see things say tickets on sale at the box office, etc., but that appears to be inside the theater.
Are there any hours of operation signs?
Looks like shows run Thursday through Sunday. First show is there's a matinee at 1, there's a show at 4, a show at 7, a show at 9. On
Just
Thursday,
from a
Friday,
casual
Saturday.
exterior inspection, would there appear to be living quarters?
Does not appear so. I mean, it's a pretty big building.
Is there a wall or an entrance that might be away from the street that may possibly be locked, but, possibly unlocked?
It looks like there are buildings on both sides from here. You did recall passing an alleyway a ways back that may have turned and run behind the theater. But from here, there are no openings to any alleyways or any side entrances or anything like that.
How crowded is the street?
This is did I say the Way of the Soldier Road? I believe I did. I'm pulling it up right now. Warrior's Way. This is probably the second or third busiest street in the entire city. It's literally the street that runs right down the middle of the Castle Ward. The only street busier would be the High Road.
Well, gentlemen, it appears that nobody's home. And nobody will be home until tomorrow.
Glancing about, it does look like there's also...
Are you suggesting we sully your good reputation?
Sorry, what was that?
I was just going to say, it does look like that just down the road, there is another alleyway. But it's probably 2 buildings down from where you're at. And then the way you came, there is another one, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings back. So about a city block back. And now, please proceed. I just want to make sure that I filled in all the details there.
I don't know that I wish to sully our good name, but possibly the good name of whatever locksmith created such obstacles.
How long did it take us to get here?
Probably about walking, good 40 minutes.
Okay. Is there a mail slot?
Everything's done by runner. They don't have mail.
Oh, there isn't mail?
Mm-mm.
Oh, shoot. We have received letters. That's why I was wondering. That's fine.
Yeah, but couriers brought them.
And delivered.
Okay.
Well, I wish to check out the back of the building to see if there's got to be a stage entrance, a prop entrance. Not everything goes through the front door.
Do I notice any like sewer grates or like manhole covers?
On the busiest street, you wish to just pop into the sewers.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing in this historical time period.
This is historical?
Fantasy historical time period.
Fine, a sluice or something, a sluice gate.
That would be a negative.
Yeah, they have great water handling, except they don't have any water handling.
Yeah, exactly.
There are huge, large, amazing amount of sewers beneath the city. Just there aren't.
Just no access to any of said sewers. We've been in the sewers
Yes. You have access.
several times.
Yes. But no, not that you see around here.
Okay.
If you want to go to the alley, go to the alley, Nicholas.
I'd planned to.
You're gonna have an easier time of it than all of us making our way there.
Are you heading north and seeing if that one connects through, or are you heading south and then east?
I'd like to just disappear into the crowd, and the closest one is fine.
Okay, you disappear into the crowd, make your way south. You weave in, it does indeed go north, and there is a entrance, although maybe not exactly what you were looking for. It's more of a side door. Actually, there's two side doors. It looks like one goes to where you would think would be behind where the others are standing, or vaguely in that general direction. But then there's one that goes deeper to the east.
Just I'd prefer to choose the one that's less likely to arouse suspicion as I fiddle.
You gotta do what? I gotta believe.
I gotta believe. Which one are you thinking causes less suspicion?
The one that's least likely to be in the view of anybody passing by.
Neither of them. No one will be passing by here. So basically the way that this works is you make your way around several buildings. They're the outsides of several buildings. And then literally this portion of the alley goes to the side of the theater and then between two buildings to the east. And then it goes to this little alcove where there's the two doors. No one will see you. There is no foot traffic here whatsoever.
Perfect. Then I will test the doors for
They're both
see
locked.
if they're locked at first, and to see if I can gain entrance.
To which one?
Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
There's two
Yes, I
doors,
thought there
one to
was
the
a-
north that looks like it goes into the theater, and then there's one to the east, both in this little alcove. And you're
I'll
not
take the
sure where
east
the one to the east goes.
Oh, well, if I'm not sure where the one to the east goes, I'll definitely take the one to the north that I'm certain goes into the theater.
Okay. So make me a lockpick, or you know what I mean.
Sleight of hand.
Thank you. Tougher than you thought, but you do get it open.
Hey, babe.
Is that what you shout into the theater?
Sorry, the wife just came home.
I know. Hi, Mimi.
She's upstairs, but I will let her know. What? To have a little sweat off my brow, and try to stealthily make my way through the theater towards. Well, I guess I could go back and get everybody.
Could.
All right. Well, I'll shut the door, but not lock it, of course. Head back to the party. Gentlemen, I believe I've found an open door around the side of the building.
Let's go.
This way, if you please.
Got dressed up for nothing.
You guys twist and turn through a back
Wouldn't
alley.
be too put out, lad. I don't think the show's started yet.
Twist and turn through a back alley. You eventually are led down where there's 0 people, and there is a side entrance in an alcove.
Just what the doctor ordered, I presume. In you go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you guys. As you enter in, looking to the left and right, there are 2 doors. Small hallway, door to the left, and then straight ahead of you is the, I guess what you call the orchestra pit. And just if you look just to the right, deeper into the theater, you can see that there's a 5-foot raised stage with a raised red curtain and a bunch of tables and props on the stage. You do not see signs of anyone at this point.
Feel as though we should be looking for a basement or storage or some way to go down.
I imagine that's going to be probably closer to the stage because they probably put their costumes down there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start opening random doors and hoping one's right.
You've been here previously.
Yeah, on stage,
You didn't
not to
spend
the basement.
And Itali, from your memory, you know that kind of like there's rooms to the south of the stage, which would be to your right, that are like, there's like a prop room and there's like a stage manager's office. And then there's a green room in the southeast corner, and then there's a bunch of dressing rooms. And that's everything to the east of you. To the west is the seating and the box office.
Gotcha. I will relay this to the group what I remember. And I think we should go towards, let's see, where was the stage manager's office and whatnot? To the east?
It's to the east, yeah. It's probably either the door. Yeah, it's either the door that's just to the east of you, where you guys are kind of congregated inside the door you just came through. Or yeah, either that's the stage manager's office or that's the prop. It's been a while since you've been here. You don't remember exactly.
Let's check out the doors to the east.
Very good.
You try the door and it's open.
Yeah, let's look inside.
There's a small offstage area that's painted black, and it has a table that holds fake daggers, swords, other props.
Oh, this doesn't look like a basement at all.
There's a cutout that goes onto the stage, which is probably why everything is painted black in here, because then nobody can see into here.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a small set of stairs leading upwards. Oh, actually leading... Yeah, leading upwards on the east side to another door.
I don't know if up is the way we're looking for.
It's not like a full flight of stairs. It's just like a half. It's like an incline to that stairs. It's like a half thing of stairs.
Well,
are there any like
could be helpful? I mean, if we have Orwin with us, if he jumps from the top to the floor, that'll lead us straight to the basement.
I do not feel as though we should break any property that we've entered.
Are there any like hatches or anything on the stage?
Not that you can see from here.
If I go onto the stage, could I see?
I don't know.
Or take a look?
Could you? Probably better.
Going onto the stage, and I'm going to take a look for like hatches and stuff.
Okay. You see some set pieces, multiple rows of curtains. Does not look like any kind of hatches that you can find. It is a sizable theater, though.
Orc is actively looking for anything that displays the tusk wing scale.
Impressive.
Any sort of symbology that could indicate a path or a place where maybe needed to go or look at.
So ASOS had mentioned that the wing, the scale, like all of that stuff might be components or requirements for a spell or some kind of, I don't know. Is it possible that those of you that have that sense, that magic sense, could you take a look around and see if you spot anything? I mean, we have heard several times that this theater employs magic. Perhaps an illusion could be as simple as an illusion blocking us out, right?
I can
Mark, divine sense.
ritual cast detect magic.
So you do not sense anything.
I don't sense either one.
No. Ooh, hold on.
You look around and realize we're all undead.
Shut up, Daniel.
The secret is we've been dead all along.
Daniel, we're playing D&D, not magic.
The dead people are the fairies you made along the way.
They don't even know they're dead.
I see dead people all the time. What is it? Give me 1 second. I need to check if something is something.
GameMaster.exe has stopped responding.
I'm pretty sure the answer is no, Jimmy, but I'm looking.
Okay. I figured I'd ask.
No. That's the short answer is no.
Okay.
But you made me look it up. So good on you.
My work here is done.
Detect magic, however. So it's all around you, Mythilus. Mostly coming from the lamps. That seem to be about half. But you do see the outline of something on the stage in the air. Doesn't seem to be moving.
I investigate or arcana or something.
I don't. So there's specific wording in Detect Magic that I'm thinking the answer is not. I mean, you can try. I'm giving you more than you should already see anyway.
What aura of magic do I see on said thing? Is it like a portal?
Nope.
I'm sorry, I don't mean that. I mean,
you think it might be a creature, but you don't see anything there.
ooh. For some reason, this is to the group. I feel as though we may not be alone, and it seems to be right over there, but I cannot be certain. I do not understand. Is it big? Is it medium? Is it small? Is it?
Mm-hmm. You just sense that there is it's kind of morphing aura.
This may be slightly more dangerous than expected.
Like I said, you don't
Seems to
see
be something
anything
there.
there.
I sense there's something over there, but I am uncertain why. Otherwise, magic fills this theater. From the lamps create the majority of it, but no fancy magic hiding doors so far. Feel as though we may want to stay away from the stage. Just a gut feeling.
And making his way off the stage.
Sorry, I didn't mean to post that. I just wanted to read it.
Okay.
You are filthy. Why do you have that?
It's really just the skeletons in my closet.
Oh, certainly. Well, honestly, I feel we just need to investigate the theater to find how to get to the basement. Just standing around isn't going to do anything.
Sure.
This doesn't seem to be a good area, so let's move on.
I'd
Just
like to
be on your guard.
I'd like to make my way to the office, Mark.
So you don't know how to get to the office from here? Right now, your only exits from this room are onto the stage
New
or up
York
the stairs to the east.
Party hat, happy affiliate anniversary.
So I'm thinking onto the stage, into the theater, back behind the
New
theater
York
near the
Clove.
front of the
I
house.
hope you're having a
is
wonderful
going to
night
be,
3.
where like the office, where she would be when she's here
New York
and not
Clove.
wanting to be
Cheer
part
one,
of the
cheer
theater.
one,
You
cheer.
know?
Can do this all day. Yeah, I know. New York Clove.
It's as
Gifts.
good of an idea as any.
So you go onto the stage. Thank you for the raid, New York Love. I appreciate it very much. Welcome in, Raiders. If it's your first time here, we're Gamers Ledge. We're a group of 11 different editors and contributors. We watch, read, and play just about everything pop culture related in order to help people wisely spend their hard-earned discretionary income. And then we stream our recommendations here like Dungeons and Dragons, which is what we're playing right now. So you guys are all moving on to the stage. Okay. As you all move on to the stage.
New York Love. I have to go to sleep, but
No
I hope
problem.
you all
Have a great
an
day,
awesome
New York
night.
Love. Thank you again for the raid. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate it very much. I hope you have a great rest. You move on to the stage. The detect magic. The aura seems to move away into the seats that you were seeing. Again, you still don't see anything there.
I don't understand it, but whatever it is, it's moved away towards the seating area.
And you guys can see as you look out across the out from the stage that there are basically cushioned seats arranged in 7 tiered rows facing the 5 foot high wooden stage. Each row has 20 seats. And yeah, like I said, there's props and some cutouts for scenery and the raised red curtain, and that's it on the stage. There are 2 or 3 exits, or 4 exits, it looks like, at the very back of the stage, cut into the rock. One at the far north, one at the far south, and then 2 kind of evenly spaced on each side of the middle.
Now, hear me out. What if we follow the mysterious magic blob?
Did we all see the flying snake tattoo?
No.
When we were talking about snakes, scales, and wings earlier, did you, Mephiles, did you mention that tattoo?
When I brought up Devril, Star
Yeah.
Song,
How well did you describe the tattoo?
it seemed to be a flying serpent.
Is that all you said?
I don't recall anybody asking me more about it.
Right. I didn't know if you had described it at all more than
Nope.
it was a flying serpent tattoo.
Had not.
I did not.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, I'm up for whatever you guys would like to push.
Oh, Mephiles, since you're the one that can see it.
C is a bit of a stretch. I get a sensation.
So
We
you
want
I'd
to go
say you're
towards
going to be
this?
the best guide either way.
Oh yay! I love being the one that goes first.
so you're gonna jump down off
You
the
got
stage and go into the.
I will head in said entity's general direction.
It moves back.
Being the leader.
It moves back onto the stage, but north of where everyone is congregated.
I
As
don't
you-
believe it wants to meet us. It feels as though it's moved back towards the stage.
Like it's trying to get away?
More as though it just wants to watch, but not contact. If that makes sense.
Back to our original plan then. Shan't chase it around the back.
As
and forth
you
off
say
on the
that-
stage all evening.
As you say that, the blue spark moves away from Quark and floats to roughly where you detect something as being.
It seems the blue spark shares an interest in the entity as well, because that feels as though that's where it is.
Chasing the ball it is.
It's just hovering at the north end of the stage, like 15 feet from you. It's not like it's like far away.
Well, I'll hop up on the stage. You guys stay down here and let's see what.
Oh
it
no,
chooses
you're
to
all
do.
on the stage. You guys went onto the
we
stage.
didn't get off the stage.
Yeah, the only person that got off was Methalus.
Oh, okay. I guess we walk back over that way then.
Okay. Let me look up one thing real quick. Just because I don't know how this works.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Me three. Okay. And then now let me see if there is a... Oh, there's no longer a search on this thing. Okay. Stand by one. Well, that's not helpful. How do I don't like it when things redo UIs and make it impossible to find the things I'm looking for. That's bad. Because, like, I can't even see you guys' character sheets now. And I'm not finding the stuff that I'm looking for to boot. It's like I did a search.
We can see you scrolling through the menu, right?
Yeah, you can? Oh, that's why I can't find anything. Thanks. Because I was on the one for the stream, not mine. That's why. Okay, stand by one. This will be much faster this way. Because I'll probably actually find what I'm looking for.
And on this week's episode of D&D, the party sits quietly.
Yep, sorry.
I mean, it hasn't just been a couple months for us, Mark. It's been a couple months for you too.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, there's what I'm looking for. Yay. show.
We have a moment of Zen silence.
He
players.
found the stats for the Ghost Teros.
I'm hoping you guys can see that.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's the
yes.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 of them appear on the stage.
Unacceptable, sir.
It's roughly the size of a
Fairy dragons.
panther, is what I would say.
That's huge.
Yeah,
That's a big fairy dragon.
yeah. And
Because usually they're cat sized.
yes,
Lads, we might be a little out of our depths at the moment.
he looks at you guys and he says, well, I suppose I cannot seem to get away from your gaze. Why are you in my theater?
Actually, we want to be below your theater, but we cannot seem to find the entrance or exit, as the case may be.
You wouldn't be the first to come here.
I should hope not. It is a theater.
Regardless, you're accessing my theater.
Well, agreed. And apologies for the trespass.
You can apologize by making a donation. Because if you find what you seek through my theater, then it is only fair that I be compensated.
I find that agreeable. Does anybody else find that agreeable? But only
Seems
if we
more than
find what
fair.
we seek. If we find nothing,
You get nothing.
then half of nothing is still nothing.
Oh, half.
That's right. You show them you know math.
Half, you say?
No, not half. It's a figure of speech. 0 parts of 0 is still 0.
You have broken into my theater.
Broken? Nothing's broken. The door was open.
The door. I very much watched you open it.
See? Like I said, it was open.
It was locked.
Yeah, well.
Well, apparently it wasn't locked well enough. At any rate.
No.
So,
Castle gates
my
are not
suggestion-
locked well enough to a battering ram.
if you want if you want to receive your payment, then you're gonna have to show us the way to go, and any additional information you have would be greatly appreciated.
Is more likely to ensure some form of compensation.
So, first of all, I could just summon the City Watch, and your threats ring rather empty. Number 2,
No?
I do
No,
not
no
know where this supposed vault is, other than you are not the first to enter my theater looking for such.
Supposed vault? I never mentioned a vault.
You didn't have to. I told you you're not the first.
Oh.
I wasn't trying to imply that you had any additional information. I was just saying if you had any additional information, it would go to great lengths to making sure you got your portion.
I demand
Letting us pass.
5,000 gold. If you find the vault. If you do this and swear you will not damage my theater or cause harm to anyone in my theater, then I will permit you to search.
Oh, so you don't know where the entrance is.
I already said I don't know anything about it. Just
you said
that
you
you're
didn't
not
know
the
where
first.
the vault was. You said you didn't know where the vault was. I thought you still knew where the entrance was.
I do not. Which is why I was watching for a time to see if that's what you were after, and it seems like you are.
Well,
I
that
am-
seems quite fair.
How well do you know the police here in this
Whoa,
city?
whoa, whoa! No need to speak of the watch.
Quite. I've been here for almost 200 years now.
Here, in this spot.
Yes?
I don't think the entrance is here. But we're chasing a legend as it is anyway, right? And if he hasn't seen anything in over 200 years,
Now, granted, I can't keep track of everyone when the theater is open. Only where I am.
Well, it's only Lord Neverember. It's not like this happened 200 years ago. This happened in recent memory.
There was several times that Lord Neverember was here. But
Ah, you know the man. Wonderful.
yes,
Well, that's fantastic.
but I've never seen him access anywhere like that.
So several times adventurers have come looking in to your lovely theater in search of the vault.
Generally not like this, to be honest. You're the first group who's ever broken in here. Most of the times, the one that I have seen do it in the past came during a performance and tried to skulk about.
are you afraid of Lord Neverember?
No?
Because
Should I
to
be?
me, as well as you were hidden from us, you could have easily found him and followed him, knowing that it was his vault.
What do you
You
mean his
choosing
fault?
not to implies other things. Isn't that what we're looking for? This is to the group.
I've only
Yeah,
heard
gonna
it
drop
referred
off.
to as the
No, we hear you.
Vault of Dragons. It was Lord Neverember's vault? Interesting.
I have no idea.
Well, that's what the rumors say.
And you're
Is
the one
there
that
a-
said you've seen Neverember here many times, but you didn't see him going into a vault.
Right.
Well,
Is there what would the proper term be
is
in
there a
this period?
cellar, a
Some sort of chamber
storage facility, a
hut that he
vault?
favored.
The prop storage.
Did he have a favorite seat?
Lord Neverember?
A box?
There are no boxes. But
I am so confused.
generally when he was here, he sat different places, depending on who he was with. Most of the time towards the front.
I'd assume while he was watching the shows that he didn't just disappear for 20, 30 minutes at a time, though.
He did not. At least not that I remember. To be honest, most of the time, when it's full, I'm watching the stage.
So he could have disappeared while attending a show.
I suppose
Easily
anything is
from
possible.
these very astute security. I'm sorry, what would you call yourselves? Bay? Dragonkin?
Will you toss him an elbow and say, quit antagonizing the dragons?
These dragons. I think you're right. I'm going to remove myself so that you can further the negotiations. And I'm going to follow the path back out to the alley.
Okay.
There's no need to leave.
I'm not upset. I'm just saying that. I'm frustrated with the dragons, if that's what they are.
Dragon kind or akin to dragon?
Perhaps not to someone who spent 6 months training every day with a dragon.
I'd say that would color your thoughts, your opinions. True enough. True enough. I, on the other hand, have only met the one, and now.
So the others who searched, where haven't they looked?
Well, most of the time they were caught out before they could get anywhere.
Those that search have been skulking around where everybody is allowed to go during theater productions that are being put on. So.
And if you agree to my terms, I will allow you to search the entire premises for a palsy 5,000 gold dragons.
Do you need the 5,000 dragons before you allow us to search, or can we try to find the vault first and then pay you?
I will take your
treasure?
word on it.
Well, seems like a fairly fair deal to me. Everybody else?
Didn't see we have much choice.
Well, it costs us nothing if we find nothing.
True.
And the dragon does agree if we find nothing, it gets nothing, right?
As long as we
Agreed.
don't damage anything.
Yeah, as long as you do not damage the theater.
At this time, Dryzen has rapidly taken out a notebook and scribbled down the terms and conditions of the agreement, and has now written a signature of his own, and then puts it in front of the fairy dragon to sign it however a fairy dragon would sign said document.
The
You notarizing, Aaron.
the fairy dragons all converge into the same spot and signs the document wishes.
Thank you.
And then
And he folds it up and then sticks it into his jacket pocket.
after reading
That
it.
should stand up in court.
Yeah. And then splits back into the three and says, well, go on then. I'll be watching. And disappears.
Well,
the first place nobody would be able to go to during a performance is backstage. So perhaps since we're already on the stage, we should proceed to the back of the stage.
as fine as an
Sounds
idea
like a
I've
good
heard all
idea.
day.
Put on your white gloves, lads. Better treat things kindly.
CSI Dragon Waterdeep. Is anyone going to pop out and get Zakusu?
Of course.
Okay.
I really don't think I have anything to help you with.
Gut dog.
Well, if we
Better
find
go
the
get
entrance to
down.
the vaults, I
Sure.
believe your help will be.
Gut shot dog.
There are 1 to 3 fairy dragonkin that have lived in that building for 200 years. I refuse to believe that they haven't investigated every square inch of that property.
I don't know that the fairy dragon care for the vault.
If I had something that was my lair or my home for that long, it wouldn't matter. If I cared about a secret entrance, I would still want to know where one was.
Just seems as though they find it unimportant.
And that's the problem I have with it. They want to extort the group for not a small sum in order to search for a door they should know where it is. And they'll be watching us so that they now know where that entrance is. Now,
supposedly there's 500,000 dragons.
what were we supposed to
the
be
vault.
doing? What were we supposed to be doing with the dragons in this vault? It might be the time travel, it might be the blue spark, it might be that I've never held more than a handful of coins in my hand at any given time, but there was something we were doing with the vault besides robbing it, correct?
No, we were stopping the Zents and the Xanathars from getting their hands on such a phenomenal amount of wealth that would make them nigh on impossible to stop any longer.
Which is why we had the stone, because the stone was the only way somebody would know where the entrance of the vault is.
Was likely the only way. We cannot be certain.
Right. Except now these fairy dragons that obviously care about wealth will also have the knowledge of the entrance.
Point of order, if I may. I do believe that it was expressed to the party at one point or another by Barnabas that if we were to find it, that we should do our utmost to report it to the city and thus return it to its proper place.
And not steal from it.
And yes, and we all know that Barnabas has only the highest ideals with no self-motivation whatsoever. So, needless to say, whether we do burgle a bit or not, we should at least learn if it's here. And if it's not here, the investigation shouldn't take very long either way.
I mean, it should take us less than 200 years in theory.
I certainly hope so, because most of us will not be here in another 200 years.
Mm-hmm.
I will, but you all won't.
If you keep living your life the way you've been living it recently, you don't have 200 years either.
Well,
we are making enemies faster than we're making dragons.
The dragons reappear. And
I swear we haven't damaged a thing.
It actually looks very angry. And it heads to Zakusu. All three of them. And they merge into one spot in front of you. And they say, "Put your hand to my head."
Okay, I'll put my hand on his head.
When you do, you see a flash of imagery. You see the Feywild.
Okay.
You see the fairy dragon being hunted. You see a human fighting off the creatures that were chasing it and successfully killing its pursuers. You see the dragon swearing its life to the human. You see the human taking it out of the Feywild and coming to Waterdeep when it was much less of a city than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
You see the building of the theater. You see the dragon using magic to extend the human's life. You see the human looking incredibly proud as packed houses are being put on with the play. You see the dragon using its magic to enhance the plays.
Mm-hmm.
You see that the dragon does not have a horde, and it longs for one. But you also see that whenever it has any money, since it doesn't have a horde of its own, you see it giving the money to unfortunate Waterdavians by invisibly flying around the city at night and leaving coins on doorsteps, windowsills, nightstands, and pillows. And then the imagery stops and all you hear it say as it walks away is asshole. And it disappears.
Many of the players in my groups would have called that a Danielism. So well played, sir. I mean, a mouse who lives in a house still knows every place where there's food. That's all I'm saying. It still knows the house. And he watched it being built.
Gutshot dog. Wait, it called him Hasselhoff?
Yes, it called him Hasselhoff.
Drake-
That's correct.
In Draconic, yeah, we're a family show. In Draconic, Zek will say to the open theater, I'm sorry to have wronged you, but I do feel you need to know your domain better if you plan on securing it like you do. And he'll take out the small pouch that he has of gold, which is all of the gold that he has, because he usually doesn't take it when the group divvies it out, and he'll toss it to one of the front seats of the theater.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with a bit of goodwill.
Indeed.
So there's a stairwell leading up eastward, you said, or something?
Yeah, from where you guys are right now, yes.
Alright, I'll head up that way and see what's that way.
It looks like you are in the green room. And it's a very
Gutshot dog.
weird.
That was blunt and bribery.
There's a very weird. It's like there's 3 mismatched couches, and the walls are painted green. There's a small table of assorted cheeses and cured meats. And that's about it in this room. There's a... Sorry, I keep losing my place. There is an entrance to... There's another... When you're in the green room, like you came in the northwest side, it's kind of like a U shape for the doors, and there's another door that's further south. That's goes back to the west. And then there's also
nothing,
an exit to the north, and you can see a just a whole, like it's a row of doors all the way back.
the row of, if I open up one of the doors in the row of doors, is it like a changing room or something?
It looks like
a dressing room, or
yeah, it looks like a dressing room. It's got clothes racks, tables lined with makeup, and long wall mirrors. But there does not seem to be anyone currently in at least the one that you just opened right now.
Frightful fudge.
Whisper
Not a
to you,
bribery
Mark.
as a fairly terrible apology.
It's about that time, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Gutshot dog.
I guess, is there anything that seems out of place in the green room?
Mm-mm. Not from a casual glance.
Okay. Or to investigate more closely?
You would need to make a perception check. Nothing that you can tell in this one.
I guess I'll peek my head through the other door.
Neo Sapien. Gamer Sledge, check your whispers.
Oh, did I?
The U shape, the other exit, it looked like.
I don't see anything, by the way.
Interesting. Okay.
Unless it's on Twitch? You meant,
No, it was
you meant in the thing. Yeah,
in-
I don't see anything.
Weird. Okay. Try again.
I think it's /W space GM and space the
Yeah.
message. Because I didn't
Just
get anything.
What I did.
Hmm.
Weird.
I'm sorry, what was that, Mitchell?
I think I'll just check out. Well, okay, there's two exits, right? There's the one to the north and then the other U-shape direction one.
Yeah, we'll call it the southwest as opposed to the northwest of the green room.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll check the southwest door, see what's back that way.
It is in this room is a desk covered in papers. Some of them are bills of lading. Some of them are wages. Looks like it might be the stage manager's office. You do not find anything but more and more papers.
I guess I'll go back into the green room and check the north door.
No, the north's not a door. It just leads to the hallway of doors.
Oh, okay. So that just leads to the different changing rooms.
And on the west side of that hallway are 4 doors that you would guess go out on the stage from where you are.
I guess I'll search the changing rooms from beginning of the hallway to end of the hallway.
I can help.
Okay, there seems to be, before y'all start rolling. Oh, you know what? I know why I can't see it, Matt. It's my fault. I was once again on the one for the stream. I got it this time. Sorry.
No problem. When I originally said that you weren't as busy, so you're kind of busy now. So go ahead.
It doesn't seem to be responding to questions like that.
Okay.
Is the feeling you get. Like it's still upset that it had to say yes or no. It'd be so cut and dry. Maybe it's pouting a bit.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dressing rooms. How are you guys splitting this up?
I'll start on the far end and I'll start on this end.
Sounds perfect.
Okay, so the one you go in, Mythilus, is the biggest dressing room. Give me a perception check.
I am a star. I'm a star. I'm a star.
Okay. Mythilus, give me one, or not Mythilus, Dryzen, give me one for the second dressing room because you already did the first one. Okay, Mythilus, give me a perception check for the next one. Mm-hmm. That's that one. That's that one. Okay, for the third one, Dryzen. Okay, and for the next one, Mythilus. And Dryzen. Does anybody want to use a card?
I will on this 14 here.
Well, What I can use, actually, instead of
Yeah,
any
but-
of that,
Where?
Okay, and what are you using, Meatless?
Wand of Secrets.
Yes, you do have one of those. Just need to check something.
The wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges, and if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest you. The wand regains a D3 expended charges daily at dawn.
So you pull that out and use it at the same time. Dryzen, the one you are in, doesn't seem to have anything noticeable. And then you look again and you see a shadow, a weird shadow. It's pointing you to the next room, Meatless, where Dryzen is at.
Well, I'll follow the way of the wand.
And as you
I'm
get
sticking
in
with Mythos.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow as well.
Okay. There is a trapdoor in the floor. And it's so large, it encompasses like half of the floor.
Oh my.
So it looks like the floor was almost built over this. The trapdoor gets you down a couple feet to the... Looking at it from above, it's almost like it's a stone door. And your detect magic, because it has been 10 minutes, but it is about to wear out, you do detect that there's something magical about the door. Looks like there's a spell cast on the stone door.
Better get Zach and Quark over here. I, as Mitchell, am going to assume that Orwin has just been
Orwin's been following
as quietly
you.
as a Loxodon can, been stalking me.
Yep.
Yeah, Quark's still digging around backstage.
Quark find anything interesting backstage?
Quark no find nothing interesting backstage.
I will message to Quark and message to Zek where we are and what we're doing.
Message back on my way. And he'll hot foot up there as quick as his short little legs will carry him.
Okay. You guys all pack into this small dressing room, and you see that there is a trapdoor that leads down, but then a giant stone door.
It seems to be an immense stone door, and I do believe there is a spell cast upon it. Can I Arcana the door?
Yeah, you can try and do so. Now, before I tell you if that's successful or not,
Obviously, it's not. I don't. Hold on.
You said the trapdoor was on the floor or a wall?
so the trapdoor, so it's like the trapdoor is in the floor, but it's like it's a false floor, and there's actually another floor underneath it. about
Okay.
2 feet down, and there is a giant stone door that takes up like half the real floor.
Oh, wow. So from the trapdoor opening, we just see a small portion of
Correct.
this stone floor.
Of this
How do we know
stone
it's
door.
a door?
The crease is directly underneath the trapdoor.
Okay.
Gutshot dog. Sean's video tile is gone.
Yeah, he keeps doing that gut shot. I don't know if he's turning it off purposely or not, but he's still here. Right, Sean?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's
Gutshot
not
dog.
intentional. I don't know.
Okay.
It's never happened. This has never happened to me before.
Gutshot dog. NP.
I mean, I can do detect magic again, or I can cast identify on it.
I
Do you
don't know
have
if it
a
was her,
card?
but I did say that I was gonna try and like assist him, so that would give him advantage before he made the roll.
Okay, roll again, but you do have a card also, Meathless. Should you care to play? Oh, there you go. That's pretty good. You.
And sure, I'll add the. Do I?
I will say save it for now. With that, you can tell that it is a. Oh my God, why have I lost it? Hold on. It has an arcane lock spell cast on it. Which you would know. Yep. I was just going to read it to you.
I do have.
Can I share this with you? I cannot. You have knock. All right. Are you going to cast knock on it?
Is that I believe can an arcane trickster pick a lock that's been arcane locked? I don't know if I can pick it.
No, you can't. You can
Right.
knock it.
So the only way through it.
Yeah.
So
but
the only way through it is going to be to knock it.
That will only last for 10 minutes. Just FYI.
Well, I mean, whether it lasts for 10 minutes or 10 hours, I don't think it's going to take longer than that for us to get through it.
Hopefully not. I'm just making you aware of the limitations.
Yes.
Also, it is very loud.
But we're inside the theater. Nobody will notice. Yes, it is quite loud, which is... I don't know why they would do that to a knock spell. That's so messed up. Anyway, well, do we want to get through? It will be a bit loud, not explosion loud, but loud nonetheless.
Why don't we try the elephant, the snake, and the bird with the rock touching it first?
Oh, by all means, please do. I'd rather not use my energy on something that's unnecessary.
Fair enough. I'll take the rock out of my pocket and walk up to the door.
Okay.
Orwin's gonna touch the door because I told him to.
Okay, he does. He's like, do I need to like lay down and put my head in there?
Well, I think touching it should be adequate. And then Zach, if you wouldn't mind.
Does he need to be touching it with his tusk?
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, that's that. I'm using different words to ask the same question.
Sure, why not?
I believe just the presence should be enough, but
He gets down on
Right.
the floor and puts his head through the hole. It's taking up most of the hole.
I'll put the bit of the end of my tail down to touch the stone.
Sure. Nothing.
Do we
happened.
have your wing?
Oh yeah.
Look?
Are you reaching in there, Quark?
Oh, the wing. Oh yeah, I guess I could touch my turn slide. Bend like this and extend the wing so that it's touching the door while I'm holding the stone in my hand.
You hear the stone.
Is there
visibly
a spot
sigh.
for the stone? Right? Is there a spot where it looks like it's stone shaped that they should be putting it?
No, and nothing happens.
We hear the stone audibly sigh.
Yes.
Stampy, you idiot.
You do.
Open sesame.
We asked for some very specific stuff, and guess what happened? We didn't get specific answers, so we have to try everything.
All right, knock it in.
If knock away.
All right, you hear a very, very loud, audible knock that fills the entire theater, and the doors begin to open.
The fairy dragons immediately come to see what we've broken.
Oh, they're here.
Yeah,
For sure.
They're
staring at us. Okay.
The
And by they, it's one guy.
below the doors opening is looks to be about a 30-foot deep shaft containing a wooden ladder.
Well, down, down, down.
There we go.
Okay. Anybody staying behind or everybody going? Just let me know if you want to split the party.
Going.
Okay.
I'm going last.
Okay.
Dryzen is mumbling and muttering about hating ladders.
What did you say, Dan?
Zach's already done that.
Oh, okay. All right. As you climb down the ladder, you find yourselves at one end of a 20-foot wide stone passageway that gradually slopes down about 100 feet before ending at a larger thing that's just out of view from where you are. I need to change to this. Yes. Tell me the things that I want to know.
Quark, do you wear a hat of some kind?
Not typically, no. He hasn't been.
At the end of that 100-foot long tunnel, there is a 20-foot high, 20-foot wide stone corridor that ends before an adamantine double door bearing dwarvish runes. The doors have neither handles nor hinges. The writing on them, does anybody read dwarvish?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't think you did.
The dwarf?
I didn't think you did, but I was just double checking. It clearly says...
Yes, of course I do.
And I want to stress this for those of you that can read. In all caps, it says, "The 3 keys, bring them forth." In all caps.
Oren, go touch the door.
Well, in that case, I have no idea what to do.
All right, well.
I
Oren's
believe
touching
we
the
3
door.
are the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll touch the door.
We
Okay.
3 keys of giant door are.
We 3 keys, we stealing the gold.
The doors part, sliding back into the walls, and seem to remain open.
I told you!
Can you do me a favor? Can
What?
you do that ritual and see if we're being followed? Any of you that can do that?
Do what ritual and see if we're being followed?
The magic sight one, the one that obviously the rest of us can't do.
I don't have magic sight.
The only thing I have is divine sense.
Detect magic, I believe he speaks of.
Certainly. Oh, to see if the fairy dragon is.
So you guys sit down for 10 minutes and cast, and you do not see any aura from the way you came.
Nothing this way, but look into the room.
Stand by one. Nothing within 30 feet of you that you can detect.
All right.
So it looks clear both ways.
Hell, forward on.
Where's the excitement? How am I the only one excited about finding the vault?
By the way, you do eventually hear a stone scraping back the way you came. Just somewhere during the middle of you doing the
My
ritual.
casting of detect magic.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out later.
Inside is a vast chamber with 3 age-worn columns supporting crumbling stone bridges 60 feet overhead, with the ceiling rising another 20 feet beyond that. Set into alcoves are 12 sets of double doors made of iron. Each door is 10 feet wide, 10 feet high, and embossed with images of dwarf warriors in plate armor.
For those of us who can read, is there anything of note?
Not that you see at the moment. Nope.
Okay.
And basically the way these go hold on. There's something that doesn't make sense here, and I'll make sure I'm not telling you wrong. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. So basically, yeah, it's a giant chamber. The door slid open. There's like a 5-foot walkway to get into the door, to get into the actual chamber. And then it's a very long, deep chamber. There's 3 pillars set in the middle of the room, one by one by one, going deeper and deeper into the room. And then it's like all these double doors set to the south, the west, the east. There's 4 sets on the east wall. There's 4 sets on the west wall. There's 2 sets on the south and 2 sets on the north.
Where did we come in?
You came in the middle of the south.
So there's
South.
doors to the left and right of us.
Correct.
Okay.
And then also doors to the west and east of you as well.
Well, someone liked the doors.
Wolves in their doors.
You said there were
Dwarven doors.
two sets of doors directly across from us?
So if you imagine yourselves in the, like, make it a 10-foot hallway that you came in through. You went 5 feet
Right.
into the room. So you're now standing in the middle, kind of, because you can't stand in the middle of 2
In the middle
squares,
of the
but-
south wall.
Yeah, but you're in the middle of the south wall. There are 2 sets of doors immediately to your left going south, 2 sets of doors immediately to your right going south. And then if you flip up to the west and east, there are 2 sets of doors there, another 2 sets of doors, another 2 sets of doors, another 2 sets of doors, and then 2 sets of doors on the north wall directly opposite the ones that are to your left and right on the south wall.
And we're on the north wall.
You're on the south wall.
So on the north wall, across from us, are two sets of doors.
On the left and the right of where you are standing. So there's two rows in the middle that have no doors, where you came in, and then on the far north wall also. Am I confusing you?
We didn't come through it. Yes, because we didn't come through any doors.
You haven't come through. The doors you came through were ginormous doors that slid left and right open, 5 feet back from where you are now.
And when you're counting all of the other doors, you are not counting the giant adamantine doors we just came through.
Correct. I am not counting those.
And there isn't a setup like what we just walked through anywhere else in the room.
No, not that you see. Just these double doors that are basically 5 foot apiece, 10 foot total for the two of them.
I guess I'll check the nearest door to our left on the south wall.
Okay. You open them? Question mark. They refuse to budge. No matter how
Are they locked?
hard you pull, they don't. Hard to say, maybe. But you don't see a
What
key. You don't see a key.
What if instead of pulling, what if I push?
Sure. They don't go anywhere either.
I'm trying to do the far side.
So the southwest doors don't seem to pull or push open.
Investigation, perception, arcana.
What would you like to do?
Investigate the doors. Wonder the opening of. Ask the dwarf. What have your people done?
Listen, lad, there's two things dwarves build doors for. Keeping people out and keeping things in.
Make me a history roll, Shank.
I'm sorry, history?
Yeah.
That's just going to be a raw intelligence roll.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. You have heard stories about this, but you've never seen it. When certain bases...
Is he quiet for anyone else?
Yes.
Oh, really? How did
Yeah, you sound like you're sitting back
barely
from
hear
your
you.
mic.
That's weird. Okay. You guys are on a different mic, but it shouldn't have changed.
No, there we go. Now we can hear you.
You're getting closer.
I'm pulling your microphone closer into my lap. No
farting.
A microphone in your lap, or
yes, it is.
I'm just happy to see me.
Yes, I am. And
Little
basically,
column A, little column B.
in certain places where a lot of defenses couldn't be set up, but they wanted to slow people down, they would make false door rooms where they put a bunch of different doors so people would have to spend time finding the real doors. Which, like I said, this tickles something in the back of your memory. You've heard of it, but you've never seen it. But that could be what this is.
Well, much as I hate to say it, most of these doors are probably pointless. They may not be trapped, may not be dangerous, but they may also not have anything behind them.
I'm assuming we do not see hinges on our side of the doors.
You do not.
Do I see any dwarvish writing?
You do
You
not.
said there were embossed like dwarves and stuff on them, but
Correct.
is there
Yeah.
terminology or
No
anything?
actual writing on them, unfortunately.
Nothing in the engraving either. Like
Mm,
not like scripts that are attached to the dwarven armor or anything.
no, sadly.
I guess all else to do is to check them one by one.
Do they appear to slide
That's
into
the
the walls
point.
like the first doors?
We could be down here for hours trying to figure out which ones are the right ones.
Well, we're gonna have to be down here for hours anyway, so
Yeah, you're not sure if they pull or push.
or slide like the adamantine doors did.
They look like they are normal doors. I can't
Okay.
say why you get that feeling, but you do.
Mark, off my history roll, do I get anything as to like the origin of this stuff, like where it might have been crafted or who might have crafted it?
Not to be flippant at all, but since you're not from this world, you have no idea. And I just wanted to remind you of that you're not actually from here. So not that you're seeing anything that would give something like that away. The craftsmanship is good, but that's about it.
And they're snug, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna start going along the west wall and start pushing and pulling doors.
Okay. Anyone else doing the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, Quirk will take the other side.
Okay. Anyone going to try the north ones or no?
He's still holding the stone too, just in case
Yep.
that makes a
Yep.
difference.
Yep.
I'll try the north ones.
Go ahead, Dan.
I was going to say we should probably quit where we're ahead. Let the people in the east and the west do their thing, because if we open doors and there's a bunch of baddies back there, we're opening it to all of them at once.
Why
True,
must
true.
you think logically like that, Dan? All right.
But we have you with us, Zach.
Yeah, the one who dies all the time.
Well, you don't die, you merely get injured. It's not the same.
Okay. So eventually, with two sets of you working on the east and west, you do find that there are two sets of doors that do open on the west, the northwest, and then the one just below it. So we'll call it north-northwest and then northwest. Those two double sets of doors do open. None of the other ones do. So there are two hallways. The one to the west from the north-northwest and one to the west from the northwest.
Pretty much they're perpendicular to each other, right?
Parallel.
Parallel.
Parallel. Yeah, sorry. Wrong math term.
Yeah.
How about a couple of us go down one hallway and the others go down the other hallway?
Oh, I love it when you guys split the party. Please do. Have at it.
Might not be the best idea.
When
know,
the
that's why I said
GM
it
gets
in the silly
excited at the
voice.
prospect, you really don't want to do whatever you're suggesting.
Is Meathless's detect magic still up?
I was just gonna go there. Methelus, you do see a glow of magic from the northwest. Wait, no, hold on one second. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. You do see a glow of magic from the northwest, something down at the end of the northwest passage. And you can see the actually let
The
me rephrase
Northwest
that.
Passage isn't a real place there.
Yeah. You can barely detect the glow from the northwest passage. And you can detect it fully from the northwest passage. But you're not
There
sure
seems
what
to be
it
some
is.
magic afoot. There seems to be some magic afoot in the northwest, though.
That
could be
means that's
good
where
or
we need
bad.
to go, or it's a trap.
You can never be too careful, but generally, if magic is afoot, you probably want to head that direction. If there's a
Lead
magical
the way.
trap where the magical trap is only there to stop, certainly. Happy to do so.
Barely
I
an
roll.
inconvenience.
Fucking. I roll.
Language.
Twitch the hat straight. Of course, why wouldn't I go first? Since I'm the only one excited to be here.
Oh no, I'm
More
quite excited.
specifically, the
I'd just
one
rather
that's
make it there
best
safely.
equipped to spot traps. But you know, let's just split hairs.
Okay. Are you heading down that way?
The northwest way?
Northwest is where you sensed it less. Northwest is where you sensed it more.
Gut shot dog. Reroll.
Okay, you got to repeat that. I can't. I couldn't hear you.
Oh,
Apparently.
sorry.
Sorry.
It's because I was
The Wolf
touching the
Grey.
microphone.
I have returned.
I
And
touched the
DMP hells
microphone.
yeah.
Sorry. The northwest is where you sense it coming from stronger, not the northwest.
The northwest it is.
Okay. So,
Gut shot dog. Adv.
great. I see you.
Gutshot
I
dog.
see you, Gutshot Dog.
Reroll.
I see you, Gutshot Dog. Give me 1 second.
Gut shot dog. Yeah? Gut shot dog. In hoping the Lux get there first. The Wolf Grey. Do the DM thing, don't
Hi,
you
Wolf
worry about
Grey.
me.
Happy
Hey.
to see you, by the way. Sorry, yes. I'll get there. Don't worry. Let me pull this.
Gut shot dog. Hey Wolf.
Okay. Did you receive that?
I did.
The Wolf
And
Grey. Hello dog.
Or okay.
Oh, hey, look at that. I'm an idiot. I'm doing it on the wrong screen again. Don't look at the chat.
I don't know how.
It's /GM roll space 1d20 plus whatever your bonus is. Okay. Methless, no one was excited to come down here. And you don't understand why. You never find treasures if you don't go looking for them. And on the north wall of the back of the Northwest Passage, there is a 20-foot square fresco that depicts dwarves battling goblins. And it's got gold inlay on it. The colors are vibrant. Who knows how long it's been down here? And it's one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen. Like, it speaks to your soul.
Is this okay? So this is just a painting on the wall,
Yeah.
a fresco.
Yep.
I point out its beauty, notably to the dwarf.
Indeed, rather nice craftsmanship.
That's a pretty penny.
So
Is there anything I recognize
A
about
pretty
it?
copper.
great. Who all is looking at it?
Guess.
So I know
Zek is not.
Zek is
Zek
not.
is not.
Apparently, I am.
Yep.
And
Anybody else?
Dryzen has apparently also looked at it.
Yep. Anybody else taking a closer look at it?
Pork.
Quark. Okay. All of you, I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it! I knew
Oh,
this was coming.
Goody. We're gonna be charmed.
No.
And we're all gonna have a good time. Wisdom.
Where do I go to do a wisdom saving throw? Just click on the score.
Next to your stats. So you've got the strength dex going up and down right next to like dexterity are the saving throws.
Cool.
Oh, are you?
I got 13.
Are you the thing because of your thing? I can't remember. Methless.
Yep.
Yep.
Methless.
So yeah. Okay. So Archon, Dryzen, Quark, and Italy. You haven't rolled yet.
Oh, I wasn't looking.
Oh, okay. So that's everybody who looked. Okay. All three of you. This is the most beautiful painting you have ever seen. And you cannot stop looking at it. And you know that you need to go deeper into this or whatever, but you really don't want to. You're pretty sure that you're going to defend this thing to your death. If anybody tries to hurt it or take you away from it, except you, Dryzen. You do feel that, and then you manage to like claw it back a little bit. Barely.
I'm going to immediately look away.
And that's where we're going to end for this week.
Do I get to reroll because I'm an elf?
Is it a reroll or are you just straight up immune? What's it say specifically?
I have advantage on those saving throws.
Yep, so roll me another one in GM roll. Hey, look at that. Yeah. So same thing like Dryzen. Like you completely were enthralled by it, and then you managed to claw it back at the last second.
So instead of telling everybody, hey, check out this fancy fresco.
Oh, you never said
I
anything to
would've-
begin with. They are
Yeah, I did. I
automatically
said,
right
hey.
there.
He also said,
He did say, "Look at
I
this." Yeah, he
said,
did.
come look at this, especially the dwarf.
Yeah. I'm going to say before you shook it off, you said that. Yes.
Okay, cool.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will be back tomorrow, most likely with some Magic the Gathering, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. So join us for that. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Mitchell. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, JR, for joining us tonight and playing.
Thank you for running.
Of course.
Thanks for running, boss.
And
GG's.
until next time, as
Shot,
always,
Bye.
be excellent to each other. And of course, game on.
Game on.
Wow.
The Wolf Grey had to wait through Espiot where that wouldn't interrupt. P.
I need you closer than ever than before. My life is wasted if I can't spend it all with you. I've lived in total darkness, now you're my only light. When you're away, I feel like a shadow in the night. Hold me, and look into my eyes. You'll be staying always by my side. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me until the end of time. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me until the end of time.
You're watching HMN.